Remember when last time that I booted up this was, but I'm pretty sure we're in the final chapter of the mystery, I think. I know Boss Bird and Marty, we almost became fried chicken ourselves, but we made it through. Made it through okay. I think it's okay. Let me take down the game audio just a little bit. Just in case. See how that is. Since I was last online, thank you. Icicle? Yeah, Icicle and Mosanmos for the follows as well. And this should be the last one. I already started posting the VODs for Chicken Police, so I wanted to like finish it so I could have the full thing on there before I pop another playthrough on there as well. Should be okay. Just gotta get comfortable now, or some approximation of it. Not like I recall at all. Like, I remember for the most part what the mystery was, but I'm still like, I gotta have to get a refresher course. I think we were at the asylum, I think, so let's continue.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but this...
Pretty bad there, Boss Bird.
Ooh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the same.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
So I think we're looking for what's-his-face's. We found out he has like a twin brother who was condemned here. I think there's some notes in our case file here. There we go. Okay, so... Alright, I mean, we could start... Yeah, Ibn Wessler, that's right. I remember I had my tinfoil hat theory about this whole thing. Okay, so literally, if we go from the... We can go from the beginning real quick. There's not too much in the way of notes. It's been long enough where I wouldn't mind the refresher. Let me... I also like the new musical take on the theme song for this new spooky place. Let me... I feel like that's going to be distracting if I don't get rid of it. Let me... Properties... Let me just edit this real quick. Oh god, people just screaming here. Crop right? Is it crop right I'm looking for, or left? Oh, there we go. Perfect. That should be okay. A little less intrusive. I mean, I don't like how the arm is cut off now, but it is what it is. One of these days I'll figure out how to actually make a good setup. So, it all started... The victim, a lady, is the target of some strange threats. All of them are written. Right. The writing on the wall. We had the one gal come in to warn us, and then she ends up dead. The mysterious message, Miss Deborah Ibanez's employer, is a certain Miss Natasha Katsako, something like that. The employer, Natasha's current significant other, is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. I'll find Natasha at the Czar Club, which we did. Natasha must know my wife Molly from somewhere, or perhaps she has very good informants. I must find out what the connection is. Yeah, because she name-dropped Molly. But I think we found out it was just to, like, get me involved. Like, she knew of Molly, but only loosely. I must find out what the connection is. Good old Phil, Ma, must know something about Natasha that could be important for the case, but he won't talk until I meet her. He seemed a bit nervous. It must be something really significant. Right, because I think he was initially hired, and then once I think he saw that, like, little snippet of paper, the list, and he just turned down the job from there. Ibn's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Talk to Natasha. Natasha's afraid, and her fear is genuine, but she isn't telling me everything regardless. And I don't like it. Whoops, too far. Then, Natasha's invited me to her weekend house to show me something. In any other situation, I'd be glad about it, but in this case, I'm worried. We show up there. The threat, or rather the threatening word in the messages sent to Natasha is simply horror. It's brief, but says a lot regardless. I only recognized a few names on the list Fillmore shoved into my hand, but all of them belong to the respected elite of Clawville. It could be a wedding roster, but I doubt that's the case. Then, Deborah is dead, and the word horror is written on her back, too. Right, Deborah Ibanez, the gal who Natasha hired to initially come to our office and hire us. The card we found on Deborah is a membership card of a luxury brothel, the Sweltering Nile. That was a lot of what the last stream was about. So we got there. The legendary spy and courtesan, Madame Zawais, runs the brothel. We better be careful. Her reputation is known all throughout the wilderness. Natasha worked at the Sweltering Nile brothel before Ibn Wessler discovered her and got her out of there. Molly's name popped up where I expected it the least, in Madame Zawais' book. Which led us to Zawais tried to do away with us in the burning boat. But why? Is she in cahoots with Ibn Wessler? Bubo mentioned that Ibn Wessler's men are trying to off a rat. That rat can only be Zip. So we went to Zip's diner. He'd already absconded to the police station, which is honestly a pretty smart move. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and... I'd rather have the microphone arm than have my actual arm cut off in this. Just the wailing and howling. We're just going to do this. That should be fine. Zip called the cops on himself and got them to take him in. But why? What was for protection? Zip is hiding something at the Hop Dog. We must find it before it's too late. And we did. A wristband. What the hell does it mean? Then we found out the wristband comes from the corpse Zip had to hide in the Hive, where it was like basically disposed of because it was eaten, on Wessler's orders. And the last bit we had that in the last stream was the wristband is very likely from an insane asylum where Ibn Wessler's secret twin was treated. If I recall, I think my conspiracy theory was that Ibn Wessler's twin is the actual, is masquerading currently as Ibn Wessler, and that the real Ibn was, sent here and accused of insanity so that his brother could, usurp the throne. But, I don't know if it's going to be that complicated or not. We'll see. People. Yeah, I recall most everybody in here. Captain Marsh, remember that? Oh, yes. Places, codex. If I need to, everything's accessible in here. Stats and such. I got true detective rank eventually. I've gotten 90% on every case after replaying it, but I have not gotten a single 100% yet. Damn. Not quite perfect. There's only been 6 interrogations. Detective rank, hard-boiled. Questioning points, 54 out of 80 tells me we're more than halfway there. Scenes visited, we have less than 10 to go. Achievements, codex entries, almost all the codex entries. Personal info found, gallery entries. So if I do want to platinum this game, it's going to most likely require more than one playthrough. Anyway, now we're in the actual asylum. There's a giraffe at reception. I can look around. Beware the stairs. Oh, cheery. Weird mural. Oh, that's the Keen Fox, right?
This picture.
It's very...
special?
What? You could say that.
Even if you manage to escape, there's nothing but hills and forests for 100 miles.
Imagine how many poor lunatic ghosts must haunt those woods.
Cherry thought, Marty.
Ooh, Sonny, you're creeping me out.
No.
This
Resident.
guy seems strangely familiar to me.
Oh.
You don't say. You've been treated here too. That would explain a lot.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious. Take a closer look.
No.
What?
Well?
Oh.
No, it can't be. Are you telling me it's him? M.B. Davis himself?
Oh, he was one of the what do they call him, the Rat Pack, or the founding, whatever they called him?
I'm sure of it, pal. It seems the gossip was true. The eternal king of jazz in a madhouse.
Damn.
Oh, no. Poor devil.
It's one of Sonny's, idols right there. Can we talk to him? Not quite. Rip. Yeah, because there's the, what were they called? It's a codex, right? The wild ones. Was it the wild? No, not the wild ones. It was, oh hell, who were they? The wild gentlemen? Maybe. I think. Trying to recall exactly. I think all we have left is to talk to the giraffe.
Ah, like an angel from heaven, isn't she?
You got a thing for all the... That's right, I forgot Marty's like a playbird.
Yeah, half of her's still up there, I think.
That's rude.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Well, she can keep an eye on multiple floors at least, I'm sure. I feel like that's where that would extend to, maybe.
Of all the great wild ones,
Greetings, miss.
is it really you?
Well, yes.
Oh.
Yes, it really is you.
The chicken police.
The chicken police.
I'm afraid so.
Of all that's furry and plumey, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Miss, we'd like to ask...
Please, don't be scared.
Yikes.
I'm just really excited.
Mhm.
You know, I've read every book about you and your adventures, and I even collected newspaper articles when I was a little girl.
Make me think of Rose from Alan Wake.
Indeed.
It's indeed.
You can't imagine what an honor it is to meet you in person.
We really...
Oh God,
Oh,
oh,
no.
God, oh God. Take a deep breath, Miranda. Take a deep breath.
Are you okay, miss?
Oh, Miranda.
Yes, I am. I just needed some air.
I think you got plenty up there, huh?
So,
Maybe it's a bit more like a bit
dear
thinner.
detectives, Santino and Martin. What can I do for you?
Oh, first name basis, huh?
Well, miss, we have some questions, if you don't mind.
Hopefully this means she'll be like very forthcoming.
I'd love to answer all of your questions, detectives.
Perfect. I don't want to be blocking the subtitles too much. Let me see if I can shrink a little bit. I mean, I'll still be blocking them, looks like, but oh well. Oh, police squad. Talk with a super fan nurse at the asylum. There's an achievement for that. Oh my. Are we gonna interrogate her, I guess? Yeah, we still have some mystery ones that were like glitching out last time. I was trying to see them. Let's see. The name, Miranda the nurse. What, last name nurse, middle name the. Species, giraffe, giraffa. Gender, female. Special feature, full of life, full of hope, full of almost everything, and she's a big fan of us, unfortunately. An overly nice nurse we met behind the desk of the asylum. Well, she's good for the job. Her name is Miranda, and she's an embarrassingly huge fan of the chicken police. Perfect. A corridor?
We should go to reception first. Let them know we're here.
Okay.
What do you think? Can she hear us up there?
Sonny, stop being so heightist. It's a
Heightist.
different world nowadays, you know?
Yeah, okay. Cry me a river.
Cry me a river.
I'm forever amazed by what an asshole you are.
I'm not. Hard-boiled detective, remember? Rough around the edges.
Sorry, but I still can't believe it's really you.
Neither can we.
You can't imagine how wonderful it is that I can help you in one of your cases. Does this mean it will become a new book? And maybe I will be in it?
Play your cards, right, Miranda? Sure.
Miss, those books aren't really...
Don't even tell me.
Oh, no.
No, I don't want to know. Let it be a surprise instead.
Sounds good to me.
No, I didn't mean...
Leave it to me, Sonny. I'm good at this.
Oh, no.
Thank you, miss. Your words are very flattering, and we are honored.
No, I thank you. I'll never forget this day.
We won't either, that's for sure.
We're happy to bring you joy, miss. Anytime.
Just be nice, Sonny. Get more flies with honey than vinegar. Alright, we'll question her, I guess.
Say, miss, what can you tell us about this place?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War.
Damn.
And during the war, it was transformed into a military hospital. Since then, we're relentlessly working on treating injured minds under the leadership of Dr. Quetzal, the famous specialist.
Like Quetzalcoatl?
The place seems pretty empty.
Oh my.
Do many people work here?
Was that Ka from Jungle Book?
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and, of course, the heart and soul of our institution, Dr. Quetzal himself.
All right, name dropped him twice.
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzal, is he the director
This
here?
Dr. Pretzel.
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor.
He's a
And
Patreon.
even a friend.
Oh, friend.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
He certainly is. Oh, of course, Dr. Sessuis Quetzalcoatl. Oh no. I can't wait for him to introduce himself.
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Featherland.
Oh yeah?
He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
Psycho what?
Psycho... Mari, keep up.
Unraveling the mind. It's the most crucial mission of the century, Mr. McChicken.
Oh, it's Mr. McDouble to you.
That's really good to know.
So this doctor's some celebrity, right? Does he usually meet other important persons?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Well, I'm sure she's going to cite patient doctor confidentiality.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time right now.
Is that right?
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy. All the time.
Well, you know, police.
I thought so.
Interesting. A strange wristband.
Now, what can you say about this, miss? Have you seen anything like it?
Is that one of theirs?
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification.
Oh.
But how did you come by it? They only wear them inside the institution.
Huh. I see.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents, but I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more due to regulations.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the chicken police.
There, see? Try to...
I'm sorry, I
Oh.
can't.
Oh, we can put some pressure on.
Miranda, this case is a matter of life and death. Lives are in your hands.
There you go, Marty. Lay it on thick.
All right. All right. I'll do it.
We confirmed.
Albert Wessler. The patient's name is Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
Confirmed.
Figures. Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda. We'll never forget this.
Telltale game over here.
Please, don't make me blush.
Oh my god.
And don't tell anyone you heard it from
Oh,
me.
mom's the word, Miranda.
Oh, we won't. I promise.
Just like, just takes her out. Albert Thaddeus Wessler. What can you tell us about her?
So when can we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal. Please wait here.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Thank you.
Okay, so what new information do we have then? Dr. Quetzal. We haven't met him in person yet. We've only heard tell of Albert. If that even is who he is. Dr. Sessuis Quetzalcoatl. Species green tree python, Morelia viridis. Or varitis. Gender male. Special feature cold, distant, professional, and he gives me the creeps. We haven't even met him yet. How do you know? Professor's a real polyhister, scientist, writer, philosopher, and who knows what else. Yeah, but are those just platitudes or are they legit? Should we, what's up with the stairs, huh?
Dr. Quetzal
Oh.
will see you. He's waiting for you in his office. Up the stairs, all the way down the hall, until the last door.
Let's see if he tries to kill us.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Oh, is he a good egg?
Danger? What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared.
Uh-oh.
And we're really, really worried.
Is that the body that was taken to the Hive and disposed of?
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
Especially if Ibn is getting into politics and his brother is estranged and perhaps deranged, then yeah, he would have arranged to have his brother abducted from the asylum and disposed of.
Great wild ones protect him.
Okay.
Where is he?
Whoa. What?
No idea, Marty.
What? Oh, come on.
The smell of all that's furry. I'll never get used to it.
Well, reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty, but they feel exactly the same about us.
Uh-oh.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Great wild ones, you scared the hell out of me.
I already sensed your arrival from afar.
Oh, here we go.
You know, snakes have a different sense of smell, and birds used to be our prey once upon a time.
What is like Jafar?
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Every chance it gets, it's going to be words with S's in them. All right. So we've met him. Indeed. Anything new? No, just a picture. I see. And new factoid about Albert. We might have a bingo. Albert Wessler's disappeared from the asylum. Look around at the place first.
Your office is rather Puritan. Simple, I mean.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander from my work. I only keep what's essential in my office.
I'm a minimalist.
I see. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have bars on your windows?
Because it's a room like all the others, and I'm just an animal too,
Oh, yeah.
like all our residents.
With the significant difference of you being a doctor and not a patient. Am I
He's
right?
like, oh no, I'm a patient as well.
It's not as big of a difference as you'd think.
Is this cell like the others?
I mean, it is. He has taken up his office and just to sell. He hasn't really refurbished it or anything.
I would rather call it a room. But yes, it's like all the others, except there are even bigger ones than this.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually in on the whole abduction. Let's see. Isn't there something for all the interaction? That's right, L2. I forget. Desk, I suppose.
An isle of reason in a sea of insanity.
Insanity is such a strong word.
Oh,
and
here we
it's
go.
mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start? And how long is one not insane? Interesting questions. Am I normal?
Oh, here's the philosopher.
Or are you? Maybe neither of us.
You see, that's something I think about a lot nowadays.
If you like, I can give you an appointment.
Oh, this is your chance, Sonny. Don't miss it. We're already here.
Marty, cluck up.
All right.
A snake. I can't help it, but they make my feathers stand on end.
They'd eat my babies if they could.
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise. I could even say I was expecting it.
Oh, do tell.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Sessuous Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
But most call me Dr. Quetzal to keep it simple.
I can do.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Martin McChicken, from...
Ah, the chicken police.
From the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame is one step ahead of you.
We're used to it.
Certainly.
We have some questions
Checking
about
your
one
watch,
of your
huh?
patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to him, if that's possible.
Please be specific, detective.
Of course.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not
Or
that
chicken and snake.
chicken
Yeah.
sounds any better.
I was about to say.
Very funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
A sense of humor.
We know you know. It's about Albert Wessler. Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened. That's what we call a bullseye.
All right, enough beating around the bush, yeah, see?
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
Now, that's much more interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared,
Uh-oh.
and you are police detectives,
Confirmed.
I have no reason not to talk to you.
Oh my god.
Of course, I'm at your service. But you must understand, I can't disclose information about my patients.
So we're gonna have to try to find the weakness, interrogate, and see what we can get to slither out of him.
Not even if it's a matter of life and death.
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, Detective. This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
Uh-huh.
Still, I'd like to give the impossible a try.
Please, Detective, just do your job, and I'll do mine.
New function. Ask. Okay. Suppose we just hop right into it, right?
I have a hard time bearing their proximity. My blood boils and my heart bangs. It's the primordial fear, they say.
Just can't get over his aversion to snakes. I hate snakes, Jock. I hate them. All right. Basic questions before we get to interrogation.
How long was Albert a resident of the institution?
For quite some time, his first symptoms surfaced in his teens. Depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia.
Was he brought here immediately after the first signs that something wasn't right?
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it. That's the reason our institution stands out here in the middle of nowhere.
Because animals would rather hide what they're afraid to face.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family wasn't exceptionally wealthy.
Indeed, they were rather poor, but we offer our services gratis.
Oh, really? Regardless.
Then how do you sustain yourselves?
By the grace of the treasury of King Hector III, of course.
Government funding.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on good terms, Mr. Santino.
Interesting. We're almost up to questioning. Insane asylum?
What kind of a place is this exactly? I assume it wasn't built as an insane asylum.
It used to be a mansion. Construction
Resident
started
Evil?
during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century, until finally it went to the crown of Cloville when Hector's great-grandfather took the throne. The rest is history.
See, some S's he leans into and some not so much.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years.
Damn.
But it's been in my family's possession for almost 150 years.
All snakes.
So if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr. Featherland.
What a lovely inheritance.
And Madame Zavas?
Tell me, Doctor, do you know Madame Zavas?
Zavas, that's right.
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her.
Of course.
But I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person. I'm sure she's an interesting case.
Oh, you can be sure about that. I'd gladly get you two together if I had the chance. A spare cell would suit her very
Oh
much.
boy, two reptiles hand in hand.
Is that so?
As it turns out, she likes small, narrow, secret places.
Damn.
Oh, I see. What a coincidence.
How reptilian. Okay, so before we hop right into the questioning, what more did we get here? Let's see, Dr. Quetzal. The professor's family has governed the mental health facility and its estate for more than 100 years. Quite a heritage, huh? And for the codex, the half-century occupation. Since its foundation, an attempt to conquer Clawville has only been made once. The half-century occupation started in 622 and lasted until 677. During this time, the Harar Empire took over all of Clawville's territories except its colonies, which in the end, with the help of Swolasso and Vlavoslavia, took back control over Clawville. Alright, let's try. I'm gonna inevitably fail the first attempt and then have to redeem myself again later.
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery.
I love
But
the
I
head
can turn
on.
that to my advantage.
The narrow
I just need to
face.
focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle.
Okay, focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle. So, when did Albert become a resident of your institute? Quetzal's a real mystery. Strangest piece of the puzzle. We only have one question to start with.
So when did Albert become a resident of your institute?
Albert and Hobart, or Ibn as you call him, arrived here almost exactly 4 years ago.
Could you describe that day more specifically?
Didn't he say that he's been having the problem since he was a teen, though? But I guess he's only been checked in here for 4 years.
It was not long after New Year's Eve, maybe the first week of the year, if I'm not mistaken. It was sleeting that day. Wind was banging incessantly on the windows. The power was going out for short periods of time.
What was your first impression of them?
I already knew the Wessler name. I knew who they were. Or at least I knew one of them, Hobart Wessler. He was famous. Gangster, moneylender, celebrity, lover.
And Albert?
He was new to me, an invisible gray ghost. The family had tried to keep his existence a secret.
Why?
Because they were ashamed of him, of course, Mr. Featherland. That's how it usually is.
I feel like the game might lean towards the obvious conclusion for all of this, but I'm still got the tinfoil hat theories cranking.
What was your first impression of him?
He was silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes were constantly moving, never stopped for a second.
Yeah, plotting, just like the current Wessler is that's like seated in there. I'm telling you, man, it's a Wessler swap. That's the big twist.
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution voluntarily. It looked as if he couldn't wait to be here, alone, locked up in silence and darkness.
Unless he was just trying to like flee from his brother and his family and thought he'd be safer in here, and they eventually got to him.
Didn't you think of that as unusual?
Of course I did, but who am I to judge? It was rather special treatment.
The eyes. Interesting. New impressions. Can I pull up the impressions real quick? Maybe not. What kind of special treatment? Did Ibn Wessler threaten you in any way? Well, I suppose asking about the treatment would make more sense. What's the... right? Let's try going that way.
What kind of special treatment did Albert get?
You know, if an institution like ours has to accept a Wessler as a guest, there's bound to be some favoritism.
Oh.
And complete secrecy, I guess.
Yes, but that's the case for all our patients, Mr. Featherland.
This is a legal case, sir.
Of course. So in what way did he receive more than the others?
Basically, we don't admit anyone into our institution without a complete and thorough prior assessment. In the case of Albert, we put that aside.
Interesting.
So you didn't even know if he had anything wrong with him?
Initially, no. He was more of a guest than a patient.
Huh. Okay, we're on the right track. Daydreamer. Mysterious, addicted to details, I can tell, and a daydreamer. Spread to others. How did you see him when you first met? How did Albert relate to... Ooh, okay. That might appeal to him, honestly. I'm tired of these last two. How did you see Albert when you first met? How did Albert relate to you? Details, mysterious, daydreamer. Let's go with that.
How did Albert relate to you?
Albert was immensely sophisticated and polite, so much so that his true emotions and thoughts could not be deciphered.
His tie is also kind of crooked too, and his shirt.
And that's why you thought of him as an exciting case.
That's right, Mr. Featherland. I see you're starting to get to know me in some way.
I'm just doing my job, Doctor.
You and me both.
Oh, maybe I did the wrong one. +5, not great.
Are you telling me Albert had multiple personalities?
And Ibn's one of them. What if there is no brother? What if it's like they're both the same? Oh, if they're both the same person.
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of his seizures. He had a cold and calculating personality.
That could be the big twist, is there's just the one, but he has a split personality and it's his brother, that type of deal.
Took the reins over their shared mind.
Which would make sense if like one personality is jealous of the other one, so perhaps Ibn is in fact the one who did do the writing on the wall and it's all him. He just has the personality disorder.
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Yes, Mr. Featherland, but they started to intensify after Albert left our institution for the first time.
He did what? Left the institution? More than once?
This tracks.
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institution on several occasions until the last time, when he failed to come back.
Yeah, I think he knows that it's like these people are just, it's all one person, but he's not gonna let that on.
Quetzal's not only very observant, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. Focus. Addicted to details.
Addicted to details. We're on the right track, though. Mysterious, addicted to details, daydreamer, confused. How could you let Albert leave this place? When and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time? So Albert could just walk in and out. Well, he already said he was a guest here, so there'd be no reason why. Details. The most detailed thing out of all this would be when and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time?
When and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time?
It was about 2 years ago. Mr. Hobart Wessler appeared and demanded we let his brother go free. Naturally, we obliged. We had no idea if we'd ever see him again.
The more Quetzal keeps talking, the more I'm starting to think my theory of the it's all one person tracks more.
But you did.
He returned the same day. Albert was ecstatic. He was unrestrained. I could almost say happy.
That was unusual for him?
I had never seen him like that before, Mr. Featherland. He just smiled and stared at the empty wall for hours.
And maybe the Ibn part of him is taking over, like in a more permanent sense, and he's trying to bury any possible history of the other part.
Did he ever tell you what happened to him outside?
Of course he did. Albert and I had a good relationship. He was working on a painting for his brother.
Was it a painting of a lovely lady cat?
Oh.
Oh, exactly. So you already knew about that.
Yes, Dr. Quetzal, I've seen it.
Interesting. We're on the right track still. He's also confused? How is he confused? Did Albert tell you how he felt about the painting? Did he tell you about his relationship with his brother? Natasha. So Albert left on many occasions to continue. Ooh, this is a curious one. Did Albert tell you how he felt about the painting? Did Albert tell you about his relationship with his brother? Not worried about that one. Has Albert ever talked to you about Natasha? So Albert left on many occasions to continue working on this. So like literally 2 of the questions are about the painting. This one's a trickier one. Focus on the... So right now, addicted to details. Focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. Addicted to details. The most detailed question would be... Do we start pursuing the Natasha thread, or do we continue with the painting? It might not be the right course of action, but let's try Natasha.
Has Albert ever talked to you about Natasha?
Only in superlatives, as if he wasn't talking about a real person, but an ethereal being, about an angel or a demon, something that is not of this world.
And what did you think about his fantasies?
We are in an institution where almost everyone is hallucinating on a daily basis, Mr. Featherland. It didn't really bother me, but the fluctuations of positive and negative were more disturbing.
Go on.
Thanks, Doc. I didn't understand a word, but I think I get the point.
Come on, Sonny. I got that. Alright, great. So not... Alright, well, we already messed it up.
So Albert left on many occasions to continue working on the painting.
That was the right question.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was like a different person. But unfortunately, his seizures also multiplied and became more dangerous.
Yeah, Wessler's just one person.
More dangerous.
Albert was hurting himself. And on one occasion, he even tried to hurt me. It was unprecedented. It seemed his confined personality was taking over their shared mind entirely, piece by piece.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you think the painting caused it?
He's literally saying their shared, like the taking over his identity, the shared mind. That's what he's saying.
Not the painting, Mr. Featherland.
But its subject.
Exactly. He was obsessed. Right until that fateful day when he returned to us for the last time.
I think I got an 80 on this if I had to guess.
What exactly happened that day, Doctor?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day, but two of his gorillas. Not literally, I mean. And Albert was in a terrible, terrible state.
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about that, Mr. Featherland.
It could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal. Don't back down.
No, I'm back down.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning back now.
Oh.
So, Albert's tongue was torn out, or cut off, I don't know exactly, and he was blinded in one eye, or rather, one of his eyes was missing entirely.
Jeez.
So you're saying Albert was brought back horribly mutilated?
There goes my... Well, what about my split personality theory?
Yes. And they didn't give any explanation as to what had happened. They simply told me it was some kind of accident.
Right.
Dr. Quetzal is cold and professional, but he's also very confused. Maybe it's cruel, but I must exploit his vulnerability if I want to learn everything about Albert.
This is a lengthy interrogation. Cold and professional, but he's also very confused. Okay. Okay, so start to like dig into what he's confused about. You didn't believe he had an accident, is that right?
You didn't believe...
Of course not. I'm not naive. I knew immediately that Albert had been severely battered, and I was sure it had been his brother, Hobart.
Unless he beat himself up.
Well, we don't know that, Dr. Quetzal.
Would you defend a monster?
Oh, here we
Take
go.
it easy, Doc. One of the most critical elements of my job is not to make assumptions.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Featherland. I'm sorry I got carried away.
It's all right. Happens to everyone.
Oh, that was not even a good one. Oh my god. Can I just restart the whole thing? Jesus.
Dr. Quetzal's a real...
Okay, so
So,
that was the good one. And then special treatment.
what...
That was a +10. I'm curious. Instead of... How did you see Albert when you first met? Was that the right one? Or was that the +5 one? +20. Okay, that was a good one. Are you telling me Albert had multiple personalities? Oh, did I accidentally...
Are you telling me Albert had...
We found out very quickly that there was no...
He had these seizures from the beginning?
Yes, Mr. Featherland.
He did what?
Okay, yeah,
Quetzal's
we
not
did
only
go
very
through this.
observant, but
Okay, and then... So we could just walk in and out. When are you and Albert? When and why did he leave the institution for the first time?
when...
+10, that's pretty good. So, not Natasha. Focus on the painting then? Details? How he felt about the painting? So he left on many occasions to continue working on the painting. Tell you how he felt. That's more detailed.
Did Albert tell you...
From the first moment, he loved it. He was fascinated by it. But who could blame him? A little diversity, fresh air, a beautiful lady, and of course, on top of all that, he could finally do what he loved best. Paint.
So maybe I'm still... I don't know. Maybe none of my tinfoil hat theories are correct. Maybe just he had... Ibn has a brother, Albert, who has multiple personalities. I thought maybe they would all be one personality, like one person together.
Which could be a surprisingly effective therapy.
It could have been. Unfortunately, these excursions have greatly intensified his seizures. They have become more frequent and extreme.
Okay, more productive. So we left on many occasions to continue working
So
on the
Albert
painting.
left. Dr. Quetzal is...
Cool. We're on the right track. And then that was the right one, right? You didn't believe Albert had an accident? Wasn't that the right track? Did you examine his wounds thoroughly? How about that?
Maybe it's not...
I'm not that kind of doctor, Mr. Featherland.
But there's no doubt it wasn't an...
I don't.
I totally agree.
Okay, not too bad. Wasn't an accident. Pull yourself together, doctor. What was Albert's condition after the accident?
Pull yourself to...
Mind your turn.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
Doc. I can see...
How could I not be?
So, what was he...
Even more silent than ever. No surprise, I suppose. He was not only silent in words, but also in
Well, it
his
said he was confused.
soul,
Take advantage of that.
spirit.
What do you mean by that?
He never painted anything again, and his seizures completely stopped.
-5. Oh, fuck off.
What happened then? How did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit Albert one more time. Albert had been in terrible condition by then. We even had to transfer him to another cell, a more safe one.
What did Hobart do during the visit?
He didn't do anything. He just sat and watched his brother, who was in an almost vegetative state by then.
Couldn't you manage to draw anything out of him? You or Hobart?
Nothing. For a while, he was trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid. And most likely his fingers had been broken too.
Jeez.
So he couldn't even write.
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say it, but I'm sure of it.
That's the easy answer, though.
How did he disappear in the end? Did someone come for him?
This seems too easy.
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland.
Mr.
He
Featherland.
simply disappeared. His door, which only I had a key for, was open.
Did anyone see anything?
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients. He simply vanished off the face of the wilderness. We don't know what happened to him.
Unfortunately, I have a hunch. Thank you, Doctor. You've been a great help.
That's maybe a 70 or 80.
Well, I'm glad I could be of help. But please, I now must attend to my work.
We understand, Doctor. Thank you.
Oh, never mind. Okay, 90. Wow. Final thoughts. Legendary Chicken Police back in action. Still a bit weary, but untarnished. Good work. Yeah, haven't gotten a 100% on anybody yet. Important clue. Albert Wessler disappeared. We have a hunch about what could have happened to him. I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, it's the latest clue. Assuming there are in fact 2 people. So new information about Ibn. Ibn most likely killed his own brother, Albert Wessler, and made Zip dispose of the body. This seems most plausible right now anyway. Yeah, it's the easiest answer. That's why I'm questioning it. He is cold, reserved, and endlessly professional in his own field, but the thing that happened to Albert even got a rise out of him. No surprises there, I think. And then Albert's brother Ibn took him out of the asylum on several occasions to paint that fateful picture of Natasha. I think we have a motive, gentlemen. Possibly. Okay, are we gonna head out of here?
I have a hard time.
Oh my god.
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
I see. So the rest are patients. He happened to just be a guest given, you know, Wessler.
Then the accident happened.
Accident? Ha! We didn't believe it, not for a second. After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated, he was different.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
We believe you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at Albert's cell?
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler lived in exceptional circumstances.
Sure.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible, but Albert certainly enjoyed special favoritism.
I hope you
At
don't
least he
mind
admits
if
it.
we take a look around in there.
That's not going to bother anyone.
Word.
Well, that's
Oh my.
surprising.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure.
I like how there's
Wouldn't mind
actually...
living here myself.
It's curious, the only bits of color have been the red we've seen here and there, and then there was the painting on the wall of the asylum, and now this actual, like, hand-drawn paintings. These are the only bits of color.
It seems that being a Wessler gets you privileges.
Like calamari.
And a healthy dose of danger.
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around. I'm sure we'll find some answers here. I can almost smell them.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper, slight smell of rat, and great expectations.
What the dickens?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
This place is bad for you, pal.
Damn.
But if you've already jump-started your beak holes, then sniff out the solution.
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
Okay. Definitely a small room, but there's some nice accoutrement for sure.
A small window, a small hope.
No way. Is this some kind of puzzle?
Creepy mural.
I don't think so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything.
Bunch of eyes. Watchful eye, police. Numbers. Building. I'm sure we'll... Oh, draw a line? Oh, I see. Am I supposed to connect? No. Or between all the blue eyes? I'm just guessing, I don't know. Huh. Let's keep looking. Oh my.
The style. It's very familiar to me.
You've been lonely for far too long, huh?
Not funny, Marty.
It is, a little.
Hmm.
You know, I don't think he had it so bad in here.
You mean apart from being separated from everyone you love in an ancient mansion filled with madmen?
Yeah, aside from that.
You're right.
As always.
Oh, here we go. Albert's letter, photo of Wessler. Well, let's see the photo first.
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman.
I see. Okay,
Two
so
men and one woman.
2 men
Nothing
confirmed.
good ever comes of that.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Okay, Marty.
Of all the wild ones, Marty, please, stitch up your beak, okay?
Just use your imagination, old bird.
Look at that. A letter.
Okay. Still have the bottle of Golden Eagle in my bag. I know I don't exist. I don't exist because you don't see me, but I'm not what you think I am. You don't think about me, do you? Never, no. I think of you. Every day, every minute, always. In my dreams, I have become one with him, one soul. You know who I'm thinking about, right? Can you feel it? Can you feel that I'm there too? With you. Do you feel it, right? I can't hold it in myself for long. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. Please, I'm sorry, but I can't help it. The world is crashing down. Oop. Did I unplug something? I thought I did. Maybe not. The whole world is just rotting and rotting. Everything is rotting around me. I have to get out of here to become one with my destiny and one with you. Okay, I think my first theory was correct then. So there are the 2 brothers, but it sounds like maybe his brother was committed, and then so yeah, Hobart was committed, and then Albert would come to visit him, and then during one of the times that Albert took him out to work on the painting, it sounds like, I mean, if they're identical twin brothers, it sounds like I'm becoming you. Yeah, it sounds like his twin brother, Hobart, assumed his identity, had him beaten up, and since he's, fingers are broken and tongue was removed, then, how can you say anything? How can you defend yourself? If it's trying to signal or whatever, it's too late for you. So I think my original theory was correct, that he swapped places with his brother because they're twins to assume his identity, to have his life, the woman that he loves, and then boom, there you go. So he had Albert killed. So it's really, Ibn's dead and it's Hobart that we're dealing with, right? Or am I thinking of the other way around? I keep getting Albert and Hobart confused, but Ibn, I think, is gone, and his brother, I think, is the one who's assumed his role.
Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that.
Yeah, Albert's the one who had Ibn beaten and then eventually taken out.
What do you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane? I don't know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Okay.
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
I'm telling you, it's Albert. That's who we're dealing with.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
A video game, Marty. A video game.
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me. So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
Isn't there a puzzle on the wall over there?
You're driving me crazy. But all right, let's go home.
Did I miss my shot? Oh, I missed my shot. I thought I could draw on there. What the hell? Hang on a second. Can I not go back to the... Well, damn. I might have missed my opportunity. That sucks.
So, detectives, have you found what you were looking for?
I'm afraid we have, Doctor. And more.
I wouldn't dare to say I'm happy to hear it, but I'm glad to be of service to you.
Well, thanks, Doc.
I hope I don't offend you by saying I hope we're not going to meet anytime soon.
Damn.
Not on account of either of our jobs, am I right?
Exactly.
Interesting. Albert fell fatally in love with Natasha. Was that the reason he had to die? Other way around, I'm telling you. Well, damn, there was something I could interact with in the cell back there, but I guess I've lost my shot, huh?
Farewell, Miranda, dear. Lovely to meet you.
So, you'll remember my name?
Marty McChicken never forgets, ma'am.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Mercy.
Furry gods. Let's go. Goodbye, miss. It was a pleasure.
goodbye, gentlemen, and happy investigating.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
If there's anything I can help you with, please just ask.
Thank you, Miranda.
Oh, no.
You've already helped enough.
Mi amor. So I'm kind of SOL then? There's no way I can...
It doesn't matter how big a star you once were. Ending up lonely and crazy in a rotting insane asylum in the middle of nowhere is like the universe restoring its balance.
That was very poetic of you, Marty. Almost deep.
Ugh.
Careful you don't drown.
Cluck you.
Surprised we can't talk to him.
We need to let them know we're here first.
I can't even go down there.
What do you think? Can she hear us up there?
Aw.
Sonny, stop being so...
Yeah.
I'm for...
Well, I mean, the stairs will just take us back up to the office, right? We can't see his cell again, can we? Can I ask about it? Oh, here we go.
What can you tell us about the woman in the photo we saw in Albert's room?
Do you mean Miss Natasha Katsenko?
Katsenko.
Well, yes. I don't know much about her, but everyone heard her name and her voice around here.
Did she ever visit this place?
Never. But if you ask me, Natasha probably didn't even know Albert was a resident of our institution.
And Albert, did he mention her often?
Constantly. It was obvious he had an affection for Miss Katsenko, but I wouldn't have thought for a moment he could escape because of her.
Well,
I wouldn't jump ahead, Doctor. Something else could be behind Albert's disappearance.
Do you think so? All the signs clearly indicate this.
you would think.
Maybe they do, Doctor, but in my line of work, logic's not always the best advisor.
In 99% of cases.
Ugh.
Exactly. But this one typically belongs to the remaining 1%.
If you say so.
Ugh. Okay, so there's no way that I can go back to the cell. I mean, I would like to. Well, I guess that'll be a subsequent playthrough. Screwed the pooch. Pun intended. Alright, where to? Hotel Atlas. Oh, nowhere else. Literally just back to the hotel. Well, we're still in the chapter, aren't we? Yeah, everything else is locked. Hotel Atlas we go.
Oh, I don't believe this.
Oh,
Those two
oh
again?
my
Take
god.
him out. My car won't last much longer.
Don't worry, Sonny. I was born to do
Oh
this.
my god. Is the car still shot up too? Oh my god, here we go again.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up.
To shoot
and
the car,
you, big
right?
Feather pillow.
I'm trying to remember how to do this. Probably not going to get it the first try. I think we might be okay. What? I was dodging. Get out of here. Oh.
Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
I'm working on it, alright? Got. Where's my shotgun, huh? Uh-oh. This should be it. Oh. Good enough. Just
Well,
barely
that
made
was
it.
close.
Oh, it's a new day now? Like daytime?
A little too close for my taste. And it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate.
Indeed.
He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me already?
I'm telling you, my initial theory.
Sure. Let's put the picture together, piece by piece.
Why aren't we up in the office? Well, there we
Let's
go.
start from the beginning. So, we got a case.
Indeed. Investigate. Possible suspects. We got a case. Suspect in an item. The case was painting piece, photo, message, love letter, Ibn. I guess it'd be Ibn and I'm not sure, huh? We got a case. Natasha? Okay, Natasha and the love letter? Or the photo, rather. Okay, not quite. Painting piece. Yeah, okay. Natasha tried to show us the painting, tried to keep the painting a secret from us. Wants us to find the painting for her. Need to destroy the painting to hide what happened to Albert? No. Try to show us the
Natasha
painting.
tried
There we
to
go.
show us the painting.
Right, so she knows, I think. Love letter?
And that painting would have shown us the way.
To Ibn and Albert. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion. Secret hideout to the corpse of Albert Wessler.
To Ibn and Albert Wessler.
Indeed.
Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion.
Right. Then person. So then we have Ibn, yeah? Whoops. Oh, item. No, clue, clue. Fatal Love? Wessler's twin? There we go. Fatal Love.
Which made Albert
To a secret hideout. Yeah, kill his brother, take his place, and force Natasha to create the case of the threats. There you go. Oh, I wasn't right? Hang on a second. Oh yeah, there we go. In secret and win Natasha's heart.
fall in love
There
with
we go.
Natasha.
My initial
And on
theory
a
was
fateful
correct.
night,
That's crazy.
He killed his brother so he could take his place in secret.
You can go back to the
and
old
win
streams. That was
Natasha's
my
heart.
my thinking. Case closed. Done. Crazy, but it tracks.
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
But it's not Ibn.
You mean Albert, right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Natasha.
Damn.
Do you think she knew about it?
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
Indeed.
Too many coincidences, right?
Well, well, after 10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
Oy vey.
9.
You're right.
Huh.
What?
Never heard you say that before.
You just laughed, Sonny.
Oh.
What? No, I snorted.
Oh, no.
No, you laughed.
Ah, just leave it, Marty.
I'll be telling this to my grandchicks.
Oh, no. Cram it, boss bird.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay, okay. So, Albert fell madly in love with Natasha and decided to have her for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And his best chance was to trade places with Ibn Wessler.
So we had him beaten and literally, like, gagged, took out his tongue, and eventually taken out.
So that's why the torn out tongue.
Yep.
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even if he wanted to.
Damn. Well, he had it coming.
What a diabolical plan.
More like insane.
But why the messages then? Why the threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
Maybe the reason she's so scared is because she figured it out and she wanted she couldn't get the police directly involved, so she got me involved so I'd crack the case eventually and hopefully save her.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality. I think his two identities were at war with each other.
So the messages were written by one of his personalities, consumed by jealousy?
Yeah, hence the painting on the wall.
Something like that, Marty. But we can only learn the whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
Do we have any other pit stops?
We're going, Marty,
Oh.
to finally finish what we started.
This will be the end.
Well, if there's anything you'd like to do before, do it now, boss. You won't have a chance later.
Perfect.
You're right, Marty.
Marty.
It's time to wrap everything up.
Hint, hint, hint to the player. Oh, Lewis, good to see you as always. So yeah, we've cracked the case, it seems. Albert is Ibn Wessler himself. I do feel a little bit proud that I did kind of low-key call that earlier on. The madman took his brother's place and is trying to tie up loose ends. If we don't catch him now, maybe it'll be too late. And then one more hint to, first of all, who's that? Second of all, Gabriel. Had Fleabag try to do away with us for the third time. Unsuccessfully, of course. I hope it's not going to be a fourth attempt. Well, I'm sure.
Lewis became kind of part of the team in the end, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he's invaluable.
You mean Leopold?
Ah, damn it. Did I mess that up again?
No, I'm just joking. You said it right this time.
Nice.
Huh.
Hey, Lewis. You weren't awake all night because of us, were ya?
I've never been this excited, Sonny.
Aw.
Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team.
Honor to have you helping us, Lewis.
What is it?
You, Lewis, you don't stutter anymore.
Oh, I just...
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh, I must be exhausted.
Oh, no.
It happens sometimes.
Is it all an affectation?
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis.
Interesting.
You always get us out of trouble.
Was it a fluke or something deeper?
Come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be a part of an adventure of the chicken police.
Interesting.
Maybe the last one, too.
Maybe he was just so excited and happy that he cut through his, like, anxiety stutter.
Hey, Sonny. Don't spoil his mood. He's so cute.
Pardon?
Oh,
Nothing.
cute. We all good?
So, you're going now to confront Mr. Wessler?
Yep.
We have no other choice, Lewis. We're gonna see it through to the end. We've already come this far.
You're brave, gentlemen. I'm honestly impressed.
You want to come along?
Well, the rabbit's onto something.
This isn't about money. Not about courage or pride either. It's simply
Justice.
Stubbornness.
Oh,
mostly,
that's it.
yeah. It hurts even to think about it. But without this feather duster, it wouldn't have worked.
Oh, break my beak.
Look, Sonny. I think if we go now, there's no turning.
Not yet. Oh, I can ask Marty. Okay.
I just realized. Ibn at the Tsar Club.
Uh-huh, it was Albert.
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long time now. Do you remember what Natasha said about him?
That he's been acting strange recently.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Like He's not himself anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost hitting us in the face, huh?
Yep.
Don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out just by ourselves. The whole story's too twisted for that.
Well, I figured it out a while ago, to be fair.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny. And I'm sure we'll have plenty more twisted cases to come.
If we survive this one.
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us. It's mostly not up to us, in fact.
Yeah, right. Do you think the asylum was in on it? I mean, covering up Albert's disappearance?
You know that reptiles give me the creeps.
Oh.
One of them even set fire to that ship. But oddly enough, the doctor seemed honest to me.
Yeah, I don't think he realized.
He seemed like a patient to me. Seriously, I thought everyone was crazy in that place.
Hey, the giraffe was fine.
Yeah. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he doesn't become a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still talking about the doctor?
Good question.
So, what's the plan? We shove the letter and our theory in his face and see what happens?
Going guns a-blazing.
Something like that, Marty.
Marty.
I think our presence will be enough for the truth to come out.
Oh, boy.
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
We have no other choice. So I hope so, too.
Do you think it's a love triangle?
Triangle?
I mean, could Natasha love Albert as well?
Good question, Marty.
Marty.
But I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha, she told me she loved Ibn in her own way.
In her own way, huh? And could she love two rats in her own way?
Maybe.
Well.
Maybe she even suspected the truth, but didn't dare admit it, even to herself.
That's what I'm thinking, hence why she was so scared.
So, what do you think now that it's clearer?
I don't know, Marty, but I believe Natasha didn't mean to be bad. Not intentionally, at least.
I'm not as sure of that as you are, boss. But we'll find that out pretty soon, I guess.
I think Natasha was very much aware that wherever she goes, disaster follows her. But it's not her fault, and she can't do anything about it. There are people like that.
Amen, brother.
Really? You don't say. Someone remarkably similar came to mind right now.
Oh, can
You
it?
mean me, right?
Nah.
Who can even read minds?
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe you're right.
Alright, well, if we have any other stops, I mean...
I never thought I'd ever look at this place and think of it as home.
Surprised we didn't go inside.
Life's weird, isn't it? I didn't think that after what I did to you, we'd work together
When
again.
you shot me, Marty?
You mean when you shot me?
Yeah.
You know I had my reasons, Sonny.
Yeah. Have I ever, apologized?
Oh.
I don't think so.
Then let's leave it that way.
Hey, I apologize for shooting you, Boss Bird.
That's okay, Marty. It happens even to the best of friends.
Get out of here.
I'll remember what you just said, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah? Well, don't try to take advantage of it.
Who, me? What do you think of me?
Foggy streets.
This fog's almost impenetrable.
Strange, but somehow this time I feel it's a good omen.
Really? How come?
We're at the end of the Noir case, Marty.
I don't know. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel.
Whoa.
Without the light.
Oh, you're not getting ready to die, are you, old man? If we're going on a suicide mission, I think I should know.
We're going guns a-blazing.
Why, haven't I told you yet?
You're not funny.
No. Well, dead shot.
Do you remember that case with the goat?
Which one?
When that demented wolf devoured the kids of a young goat mother, and in revenge, she cut open his stomach and filled it with rocks.
Do I remember?
Oh.
I'll never forget it. Hell, that was a slaughterhouse. As far as I know, she even took the remains of the kids with her. But how did that come to mind?
This was that shop.
Oh.
The goat mother was running it. They found the dead wolf in here.
This one exactly? Good gods.
Yeah, before it was closed down, when there was still some life here. Not even that now. Just the void.
Just the void.
Yeah. Spooky place, that's for sure.
Still, I love to live here.
What?
Sonny, You're creepy.
Nice. Car trunk?
I see we're
Oh.
ready.
You'll need a shotgun for this kind of deal, Marty.
Still the bullet holes in our
Maybe
car.
even that won't be enough.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here. Even less because you're here too with Mr. Sinclair, of
Mr.
course.
Sinclair, my trusty revolver, of course.
Should I cry?
That would be nice for a change.
Yeah, we got everything. A Big Bertha 2.
Ah, Her Majesty Bertha II.
My drumstick still hurts every time I see her.
Be glad you're alive.
Oh my god.
Bertha rarely leaves witnesses. It's a little outdated, but I understand why you're so attached to it.
Revolver's tried and true.
It can pierce the skin of a rhino, Marty.
Marty.
And the rust brings back memories. I'm a man of bad habits.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm one of your bad habits.
Hey, you said it.
Rest assured, Marty, you are.
Let me check something real quick.
If we survive this, can we crack this open?
Have we not already?
I'd rather keep it for a really special occasion.
You're saying I'm not special enough?
I was joking. If we survive this, we'll drink it to the last drop.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Now you're talking. You think you'll need your fake badge?
I never needed a badge, Marty.
What a punchline.
It's more like a kind of good luck charm.
Charm.
It reminds me of who I should be.
And? Does it work?
No, Marty, not really.
Do you think that'll be enough?
Enough evidence.
Just loosely
Not
in the trunk.
slightest. That's why we go unannounced.
And with big guns.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I like this new Sonny.
Just tuck it in your waistband.
There is no new Sonny. Just the old ones had enough.
Damn straight, boss bird.
If our theory's correct, this photo will hurt more than a bullet.
That's the plan.
Okay. I'll pop inside the hotel one
Did
more
you
time.
Forget anything, Sonny?
No, I just thought I'd take a look. Might be the last time I see it.
Damn.
You becoming sentimental?
Who knows? Maybe I am.
Oh, that's cute.
Should I say it?
Wha-
I know, Sonny. I can still get out.
What?
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
No.
Forget about it. I'd be bored to death otherwise.
Oh yeah, you and I till the end. I mean, is there any last? Do I ever get to see the bedroom?
Abandon hope all...
There.
Funny, because...
I don't think there's much else to do in here aside from unless he has anything to say about this room.
You know, pulling the trigger was the toughest decision of my life.
When you shot me?
You mean when you shot me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard, because you thought you'd kill me.
Not at all, Sonny. I knew you'd survive.
Oh,
I wanted it to be a permanent injury.
Damn.
I'd hurt like clucking hell. But I knew that everything would change from then on.
That something was gonna break between us?
Yeah. And that I was never gonna be the same either. With that shot, I also gunned down who I was, you know?
damn.
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
I almost bled to death.
Almost was the goal.
And? Did you manage to forgive me since then?
Well, what hurt me wasn't what you did. I mean, of course it did, but what hurt the most was you not trusting me. That you didn't believe me.
Damn.
Not until you pulled the trigger. At that moment,
Oh.
I knew you were right. Cluck.
Yeah. Pluck.
That's what it took, huh?
All right, enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be put behind bars, and a woman you gotta get.
What?
Oh.
Come on, Sonny. Even a blind bat can see it.
Oh, well. Cluck again.
Yep.
Oh, Shadows from the Past too. Talk to Marty about the case that separated the chicken police. Nice. Look at that. Good thing we came back here. What extra did we get then? People. Marty. Second page. Yeah. Damn. I'd be nowhere without you, partner. Or most likely on the bottom of the River Times. Lewis almost became the third member of the team for all those times he got us out of trouble. How could I ever thank him? Let him become the third member. Go for it. So next place we're headed to is the Wessler Residency, a fancy mansion somewhere at the end of the world. You just have to own one if you're a billionaire gangster, huh? Well, hell, is there anything else I'm missing in here? Might be. Typewriter, whiskey, phone, city. Check the map. Is there only one location? Well, no, there we go. Oh, maybe he's back there. So there's Mullins' newsstand, a hop dog, Bubo's place, weekend house. Yeah. Want to do some quick cleanup before we hop in.
Places are as cozy as the hop dog at dawn.
It's a new day.
You have a point.
Oh, our guy stopped playing music out
The
here.
silence, the fog, the sunshine slowly devouring the sleeping city.
He's only a night player.
The smell.
Yeah, the Cobbler District has its own distinctive aroma, that's for sure. But wait, do you smell that?
The dogs.
It seems Zip is ready with the first batch of
We
coffee.
can talk to him for
That's
sure.
waiting only for us, my friend.
We're gonna need it going into the upcoming battle.
Roachtown stirring.
Thank the gods we're not going to be here when it's fully awake.
I think the buzzing of the hive has its own charm, you know?
Yeah, from afar, on a postcard maybe. But for real? Oh, thanks, but no thanks.
Well, from what it sounds like, there's a second game where we end up going there, so we'll eventually see it.
It seems so peaceful now, huh? Like a sleeping big cat. Peaceful now, but when it wakes, you're done.
You mean Laura, don't you?
Yeah. I admit I miss her, but I'm also a little afraid to go home to her.
I'm not surprised, since she hasn't heard from you in days. She's gonna pluck you, Marty.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky. Oh no, he was too excited about that.
Does it still work?
Who knows? Maybe Zip's keeping it for decoration, or living in it.
I can easily imagine. Poor bastard.
Let's see. Oh, we can check on him. The god of pancakes.
Hello, Big Boss.
Hail to thee, O father of all syrups.
Amen.
Old Zip's fine.
Okay. Can we... Oh, can we not go inside? I thought we can go inside. Say hi to Zip. Oh, there we go. I was about to say.
Well, he's out. He's brave indeed. Or an idiot.
They're often the same, Marty, and you should know.
Damn. Howdy there, partner.
Let's say hi to the old trash panda.
You mean a last goodbye, right?
How's it going, Zip?
Hello, Zip. I see they kicked you out.
You know, Sonny. They told me I could stay in there for 48 hours if I wanted.
Oh.
Well, maybe you should have done that.
Shit, I had enough. Fuck it.
Ooh.
You understand? When you interrogated me, you opened my eyes.
Oh.
I don't give a shit about him.
Oh
About
my God.
Whistler and his henchmen. Let them come if they want. It's not going to be easy for them. You can be sure of that.
Got a spine.
That's the Zip we know and love.
Thanks, Marty. So,
Thanks, Marty.
why are you here?
One last coffee before the end.
Are you going to get him?
We don't have a choice, Zip. We're grabbing the rat by the tail.
Damn.
No screwing around. No playing it nice.
I see Ibben's really got to you.
Just Sonny.
Got to all
I'm
of
like
us.
this all the time.
Nah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it?
And what do you expect will happen when you get there?
They'll either let us in, or we'll blow open the doors and go in guns blazing. How hard can it be?
Well, you say that.
Well, I'm not sure you know what you're up against, boys, but it's your funeral. I'm just glad I got to know the legendary chicken police.
Hell yeah.
Hey, don't write us off yet.
I'm just getting ready for all possibilities, Marty. Hey,
Oh.
chicken coppers,
Yeah.
Yeah, Zip?
take care of your feathers for me, okay?
Oh, thanks.
Will do, Zip.
Don't worry. I'll protect this smelly old bird.
Someone has to. That it? I'm gonna grab a coffee. Suppose what else would
Why
we
don't
do,
you
right?
hire a cook, Zip? Or at least a dishwasher. I know just the guy.
Nah.
Strapping young lad, got quite a big mouth, but he's not that bad, though he does smell like chicken.
Don't you mean that Marty guy? I heard horrible things about him.
They say he names all his guns.
Well, he's a flop with chicks.
Hits first, asks later.
Yeah, a real chicken shit.
Hey, I'm right here.
We know, Marty. That's why it's fun.
Blow me, both of you.
All in all, thanks, Zip.
Yeah.
You've been a great help.
Thank you too, boys. You really opened my eyes. If I see Wessler again or any of his goons, I'm gonna plug him right there.
Zoinks.
I'm not sure that's what we're suggesting.
Too late. Is that it?
One more coffee, boys?
Thanks, Zip.
Please.
Maybe
If
What, I thought we were
there
getting
is a
coffee.
next time.
Is that it?
One more coffee,
Yeah, we
boys?
go.
Thanks.
If there is.
Okay. Well, we'll check in with everybody before the end then. So from here, we go to Mullins. Say hi one
Well,
last
if
time.
we have anything else to ask the old beaver, this is the last chance.
Mullen was great.
Hey, don't steal my style.
Just learning from the best.
Let me give you some advice. Don't. And good old Mullen is still on duty.
What, 24/7?
Eternal, like the Knights of Clawville.
He's been around since before both
And
of
the
us.
pain in my back. Hey, old man. Sun's not even up yet. And you're already open?
You know what's my secret, sonny boy?
Oh, please. Enlighten me.
What?
I never close.
That clever.
How can I help you, lads? I see you're going somewhere.
Well, Sani's going to die. I'm just wrapping up a delicate case.
So, you'll be off to the Westler residency then?
You're sharp, old
Yeah.
beaver.
Well, me dear lads, I'm glad I got to know you.
Hey, don't you start too.
I'm just kidding.
Are there any final questions? Oh, there are. Okay.
Does the name Albert mean anything to you?
I know multiple Alberts, sonny. Which one do you mean?
Albert Wessler.
I see you're in a funny mood, sonny boy.
I'm not joking, Mullen, but I'm surprised there's something I know and you don't.
And who is this Albert anyway? Ibn Wessler's hidden son, maybe?
Close.
Even better, my friend. His secret twin brother.
You've walked into trouble there.
I was hoping you could tell me something useful about him.
I can, sonny boy. Avoid him.
Oh, too
Avoid
late.
the whole Wessler family.
Damn.
Those who happen upon secrets that deep sink without a trace.
Well, I used
Okay,
to
we'll
be
shoot
a
our way
professional
out.
swimmer. Didn't you know?
No, I didn't.
I lied. What do you know about that asylum? What's it called?
Since there's only one of those around Clawville, I know which one you mean, sonny. It's an ancient mansion, easily around 100 years old for sure, or more. Well, what do you want to know about it anyway?
We actually just got out of there.
Oh, finally committed, were you?
That explains everything.
Seriously, what do you know about it?
The place is self-sufficient in theory.
In
but
theory.
in reality, the Crown maintains it. No one knows the exact reason why, but according
I
to
can
gossip,
imagine.
they used to keep someone in there. Someone who was either part of the royal family or just very close to the fire. But who knows? Maybe it's just a legend.
It tracks.
Well, they say we're legends too.
Nah.
We're standing right in front of you. Am I right?
You're right.
What can I say then? This whole city is full of legends.
This Albert, he had to paint a picture of Natasha at his brother's request.
Let me guess. He fell in love with her.
Yep.
Yeah, classic, huh? Then he killed his brother and took his place.
Yeah, well, that's a classic too.
Damn.
So, you're telling me who goes by Ibn Wessler is not really Ibn Wessler?
Nothing surprises this old beaver.
Exactly. He's Albert, a dangerous lunatic with multiple personality disorder.
Lads, I guess that Miss Marble's going to write another one of those novels about this.
You mean Meredith? Oh, that's just what we need.
Once you sold your soul, it's too late to cry about it, sonny boy.
That's what I keep telling him.
Do you know Dr. Quetzal?
You mean Professor Quetzalcoatlus? Yeah, now you laugh at this, but we went to university together.
Is that right?
You did what?
Why not look the type to you?
What? Oh.
Sorry.
No, well, I didn't mean that. I just didn't know you went to university.
I studied psychology, Sonny. Only I forgot to graduate.
Oh,
That's
damn.
when my father died.
So that's why you know the animals so well.
Uh-huh.
No, I know them well because I have a newspaper stand and I talk to hundreds of animals each day. And I listen to the everyday problems of almost all of them. There's no better lesson in animal studies.
Yeah. Be a people person.
You surprise me every time, old beaver. And what do you know about him? Can he be trusted?
You're afraid he screwed you. He looks like a terribly dishonest snake, but don't let your prejudices overshadow what your wattle tells you.
Oh.
Quetzal's one of the kindest-hearted and most honest animals I've ever known.
I would like to ask about him before we got there.
That's good to know, Uncle Mullen. Or rather, Professor
Nah.
Mullen.
Hey, don't get cocky with me, little chickie.
All right.
What do you know about the Wessler Mansion, Uncle Mullen?
That if you're about to go there, bring a tank with you, or two.
Dangerous, you mean?
Dangerous? It's a fortress, so it is.
Great.
Giant walls, watchtowers, and of course, Wesley's hired thugs are waiting for you there.
Someone tells me we'll be able to get in with no problem.
Yeah, sounds great.
No.
It's a beautiful place, I must admit. At least you'll kick the bucket with mouths hanging open in wonder.
That's something.
Indeed.
Good attitude, my lad. Keep it.
All right. Final
Got
words.
Any good advice?
I always have some for you, lads. Don't get shot, for example.
That's very wise advice. Why haven't you told us before? Could have saved Sonny some painful memories.
If you carry on like that, Marty, you too can learn how it feels.
You too.
Do you have any fresh information for us, Uncle Mullen?
Of course. Still crisp and warm, like a fresh newspaper. Ask away.
Already asked.
Do you have any...
Okay, that's it. Okay. I think we are good to go here. Oh yeah, weren't there supposed to be hidden books I should be on the lookout for? And I immediately forgot about. I got like 2 or 3 of them, I think, but... Well, anyway, again, subsequent playthrough. Bubo, talk to him real quick. Oh my. I forgot about Ursula. Bubo.
The old owl looks a bit tired.
Us too. I'm not sure I dare look in the mirror right now.
Don't do it, Marty.
Don't do it, Marty.
Hey, Bubo.
Oh, damn.
Hello, old man.
Oh.
Is he asleep?
But his eyes are open.
Bubo!
I forgot. Owls can sleep with their eyes open, can't they?
Hey, what is it? I wasn't sleeping.
You were something.
What the hell are you doing here, chickens?
Sonny wanted to say hi before he suffers an unpleasant death of lead poisoning later tonight.
Would you shut the clock up, Marty? You're not funny.
I am a little bit.
You're going to Wessler's, huh?
Everybody just knows.
Bingo. We're gonna put an end to this madness.
Ooh. Or you're stirring up an even bigger madness, am I right?
Well, that's always a possibility.
Get yourself killed for all I care, but don't come here covered in blood.
Damn.
Because I'm not gonna open the door for you, I swear.
You would.
Oh, thanks for the support, old fart.
Don't mention it, you old gizzard.
The new personal info.
Can I give you a piece of advice, Martin?
Of course, Bubo. Go on.
Sure.
Take care of the old rooster, okay?
That's all I ever do, Doc.
That it?
Can I give you a...
How about Ursula, huh?
Sometimes I think about what a hot and popular gal Ursula used to be.
What are you talking about? She's still got it going on.
No hard feelings?
What can I say, boys? I have a big, soft heart.
You sure do, Ursula.
Would you like a nice hot cup of tea?
Oh.
No thanks, we just came to say goodbye.
Why? You going somewhere? Traveling?
Yeah, shuffling off this mortal coil.
No, we're just visiting a nice place in the city.
Sonny's gonna die.
Shut up, Marty.
So it's a case. Well, be careful, boys. And I'm sorry I snapped at you the last time.
Nah, completely called for.
You don't need to say that, Ursula. We deserved it.
You're a good boy, Sonny. And Marty's a downright saint.
Oh, come on, Ursula. Stop that.
How is the old owl?
He's old and grumpy. But he's always like that.
Indeed.
Wait a minute. Isn't he supposed to sleep now?
He
is.
was?
I mean, Reginald's never truly asleep.
Oh.
Not entirely. He just shuts down.
Even now?
Goes in arrest
Yes.
mode.
I gotta see that.
You did.
Take care of yourselves, boys.
Will do, Auntie Ursula.
Hey, don't be saucy, young man.
What was the final tidbit there? Dr. Bubo. All is right in the world again. Ursula's back and Bubo is still a grumpy, insufferable old owl. The balance of the universe is restored. It seems Ursula found her way back to Bubo. What can I say? Love is a murderous beast. Alright. One last stop back at the weekend house. Oh, the
So-
Explorer, yeah.
We're looking for more evidence?
Nice.
No, I was just thinking we could take another look. You know, just in case.
Hey, got a trophy, wouldn't hurt.
Okay, sure. But
Earned that
Don't
one.
even ask, Marty.
you're really becoming sentimental.
One more word and I swear I'm...
Yep, I'm gonna shut it.
Interesting.
Well, they couldn't even manage to scrape it off.
Useless pincushions.
They're always half-assed, Sonny. You drive me crazy.
Leave them be. Your record is perfect. You've been on the force for 15 years. Almost 10 of that with me.
That's why I deserve a medal.
Get out. Wind down. Resign. Become... let's see. Anything.
Ugh.
Yeah, if you only knew how much I've thought about that. But I'm simply not good at anything else. Either I'm a gangster or a cop. I've got too much of a backbone to be a gangster.
Damn.
Also, to be a cop, Marty.
True that, Marty. True that, Sonny.
You
Alright.
don't want to go in there just like that. It's a closed crime scene.
I hope you're just messing with me, Marty.
Of course I'm messing with you. Let's get inside there and see how much the boys have messed up the place. You know, Sonny, when we entered the room and saw the girl,
Deborah.
yeah, her body, I called you every name in the book inside my head. I just had enough, you know? I wanted to quit.
Oh.
What kept you with me? Was it just curiosity?
No. I just wanted to see your downfall, boss.
Damn.
I wanted to be there when you met your end, get humiliated or even shot.
Wow. Well, thanks for your honesty, Marty.
But then everything changed on the ship.
Really?
On the ship? Why there?
I don't know. Being tied up with you, waiting for certain death. I know I lashed out at you, but in truth, I felt there was no place I'd rather be. It was my place on that fucking burning ship with you, even if we both died there. Know what I mean?
I think I do, Marty. I think I do.
Mending this relationship one piece at a time. I love you, Marty.
So, I guess there's nowhere to go but forward, huh?
Nothing left to do but kill a rat.
Oh,
As the chicken police.
we're just gonna shoot him, huh?
For the last time?
For the last clucking time, partner.
Yeah, the last time.
Swear?
I swear.
All right. Let's hit the road.
Shadows from the Past 1. Oh, so we got them out of order. Talk to Marty about his feelings before confronting Wessler. I see. So we got 2 and 1. Is there just 1 and 2? Well, I feel good about having all these conversations then. Any final...
Any better?
Not really.
I'm curious about how they killed her. There were no injuries on her body as far as we could see.
Well, if all goes well, we'll learn about that soon.
Or not.
Or not. Wouldn't be the first time. Natasha became even more mysterious with every detail we learned about her.
You fell for her hard, huh?
It's nothing like that, Marty. I only met her one time. It just makes me crazy if I can't solve something. And she's something I just can't solve.
She makes me crazy.
Maybe you have to accept this one, Boss Bird. That woman's out of your league. From a different world entirely.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Nice.
Yeah, it really is.
Sure about that?
Nice.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's go ahead and let's wrap it up then. Oh, do we have any final? We have like one, I think. Marty, yeah. It seems Marty was only plain stupid for a long time to see how the mighty Santino Featherland falls down. To be honest, I understand him, and I think I deserved it. Yeah, but now we've mended those wounds. All right, on to the let's wrap it up then. This is the end of the Wessler residency. One final cutscene.
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it was nearly over.
Yeah, but I feel like we'll be okay. Might get tagged, but I think we'll
Was
make it.
Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything?
I think she figured some of it
Was
out.
she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain?
Also a possibility.
Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong?
Indeed. Is there one final chapter marker, or is it still part of the last chapter?
Here I am, Natasha. I hope you're waiting for me.
Oh, there's some color now, the greenery.
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
Right?
Half the city is in his hands, Marty, and half the Council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Maybe.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us, and Natasha too, I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really?
All right, well, let's glance around the property first.
Oh, this place has its own greenhouse. What do you think's inside?
Green stuff, Marty. Green stuff.
100% humidity and unbearable heat.
Oh, not like that. Could they be growing rarities in there?
Or maybe some chicken-eating giant flower monster.
The Audrey too, perhaps.
What? Oh, you just made that up, right? Nah, I'm sure there's no such thing.
Nice. Rat Knight? Oh, damn.
Huh, one of Wessler's ancestors, maybe.
Wessler's ancestors were poor cobblers. More likely, this represents what he thinks of himself.
I wonder how chivalry is compatible with organized crime.
Ibn was planning to leave the underworld.
When his twin brother tore out his tongue, poked out his eye, killed him, and took his place?
Damn.
Yeah.
Rough way to go. Any hidden books? I'm looking.
Is this a mansion? Or a grand palace?
Wow, what a mansion.
Or a small city.
Well, if it comes to hide and seek, old Wessler will have an advantage.
A serious advantage.
Fancy car?
Quite the steed, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's the one we saw him roll up in downtown.
Seems nowadays organized crime pays well in Clawville.
Are you surprised? The chicken police retired.
Well, they say the team's back together again.
Nah, that's impossible.
Oh yeah, it's true.
No. Tower.
What the hell is it? Water tower? Turret? A frickin' lighthouse?
How do you say it? Turret?
I think it's a monument to an enormous ego, Marty.
Marty.
Well, anyone who builds a tower this big must be trying to compensate for something.
Or he just has too much dough.
Alright, well, what else is there to say? Let's move on into the entrance. Oh,
Hey,
well, well,
Not so
well.
fast, chickens.
Chickens.
Please excuse my partner. We didn't mean to be rude. It's just his terrible habits, as you may already know.
Oh, we're aware. I mean, we'll shoot our way in if we have to, guys. So, we're talking to Gabriel then, is that right?
Look who's here.
What a surprise. Our biggest fans.
What do you think? Should we give them our autographs?
In lead.
Ah, look what the cat dragged in.
Nah.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them? Tommy guns?
Oh yeah, now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces. Twice.
Exactly.
Nah.
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started?
Yeah, let's go right
We'd
here.
love to have fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss. And while we're at it, the lady of the house is also expecting us.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's so horny.
In
Horny.
that case, I guess there's no reason for us to waste your precious time. Is that right, Gabriel?
Just don't turn our backs on these guys.
Get the hell out of our sights while there are still feathers on your skin, chickens.
Easy, pal. We're not even here anymore. Until next time, boys.
I'm gonna talk to him one more time.
Do you sense that, Sonny?
Oh no. Keep poking the bear.
I do sense something. A case of hyper stupidity.
And utter incompetence.
You're right.
Don't shit with me, you foul. It won't work well for you.
I'm afraid my partner speaks the truth, gentlemen.
Oh, is that right?
Such tall and handsome creatures, aren't they, partner?
Sure are, partner.
Just get into a shootout out here. Okay, let's keep on moving. Unless there's something else to... Yeah, no, let's head on in.
This must lead to Wessler and Natasha's suite.
Interesting the choice of adding color via all the foliage in here.
Let's get the big guns out and kick the door down.
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in, like real gentlemen. Then maybe we'll need the gun.
Shoot our way out.
But I hope it won't come to that.
Oh, my trigger finger's itching, Sonny. Someone's gotta pay.
Like Scarface's palace in
Relax,
here.
Marty. Someone is gonna pay. Tonight.
Yeah, just don't let it be us.
Yeah. Architecture?
This place is incredible, but it kind of gives me the creeps.
Because you know what lies behind the beauty.
Yeah.
With Natasha, too?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say, boss bird.
It's like the vegetation's trying to suffocate these beautiful walls.
Maybe it will. Maybe in 100 years, nothing will be here but plants.
Nature reclaiming
An
its
endless
space.
Planet-sized jungle.
That's quite a dark thought.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, you know, if you like Last of Us, there you go.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see Olivia here.
She's real close to Wessler. But how much does she know?
Much more than me, I guess.
If she's the personal assistant, I'm sure she figured it out, but doesn't want to, like, die, right?
That wouldn't be hard.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Olivia. Sweetie.
Get lost.
What did you say, ma'am?
Whoa.
Turn around and get the hell out of here now. If you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Well, too late.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about us. We know what we're doing.
Do we, though?
Martin,
Huh?
Hmm?
don't you get it? You have to get out of here or you'll be in danger, and also her.
Do you mean Natasha? Please calm down, miss. We have to talk to Mr. Wessler and Miss Katsenko.
You really don't understand, do you?
I mean, we do. Oh? Oh, boy.
What do they not understand, Olivia?
Uh-oh. Dramatic cutscene
So,
reveal.
What is it exactly that our guests don't understand?
I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them until then.
Thank you, Miss Katsenko.
Katsenko.
Sonny, I thought we've already discussed this.
Uh-oh.
Call me
A
Natasha.
little bit too friendly.
Please, Natasha, can we talk to you in private?
Martin?
It's all right, Olivia. These gentlemen are my friends.
Yes, Miss Katsenko.
All right. Any final words from Olivia, though?
Maybe you should talk to her. She was your girlfriend after
Oh,
all.
I forgot. That's right.
We only had 2 dates, and they weren't great.
Why am I not surprised?
I tried to warn you.
Thanks,
Oh,
Olivia?
all right.
You know, I had a dream before we came here. I saw Natasha with a bloody mouth and red claws.
Didn't think of it as a harbinger.
And what does that tell you?
I don't know, Marty. I admit it. I haven't been this on edge for a long time.
I'm just angry. Truth is, I'm not entirely sure why.
Your sense of justice kicking in?
More like my sense of don't fuck with the chicken police.
All right, Natasha.
The truth is, Ibn isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen.
Well-
He's rather furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
Nope.
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
So you know who left the threats?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Zavas.
Wild gods.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you hired me.
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things? That she used to be an escort?
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deborah,
Cold, stiff Deborah.
please don't say that.
A price worth paying?
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me, what is going on?
You have to know, right?
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait,
Oh,
detectives.
oh, here we
I'm
go.
having a rough morning after a long night.
Well, now's the time.
Is that so?
In his robe and
Our
all.
night was also kind of long.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentleman that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please, come on in, guys. Let's talk in my room.
Yeah, let's have a private little chat.
Then this way, please.
Oh, boy.
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death.
Oh, no.
Please, go and refresh yourself, or tell Olivia to go make some coffee.
I'll take care of these guys right here.
Yes, dear.
Gonna try to plug me.
Whatever you like.
Please, follow me, gents.
Lead on, Wessler. So long, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, yeah, literally. Oh, I know. Has an air of finality to it, don't it? More last bits that we got. Natasha tried to send us away from the Wessler estate, but why? Was she worried about us, or did she have a different motive? And Olivia also tried to shoo us out of the Wessler mansion. Strange, but she seemed quite worried about our lives. So, I mean, we know what we're walking into, at least. We're not going in completely blind. Yep, I like that. So what is... So Albert and Ibn is, Yeah, Albert right there. Interesting. Image updated. He is a dangerous lunatic.
I tried to warn you.
Oh, can't even talk to her anymore.
There she is. The femme fatale.
Yeah, our fate's in her hands.
And what lovely hands they are, huh?
With sharp claws, Marty.
All right, let's try to delicately broach this conversation, shall we? Oh boy. Up here in his study for the final confrontation. The painting in question. Even the music is like climactic.
This painting.
It's beautiful and rather provocative. Almost makes my comb stand up.
I'm not surprised.
But the corner is missing.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, Sonny. You're quite the observer.
Well, yeah, this painting's unfortunately damaged. I don't know where the missing piece could be.
Message.
You don't know. Well, if you're interested, we know exactly where it is.
Really?
Really. It's here with us.
Oh.
An insignificant little piece, isn't it? But there's an exciting cat scratch on it.
More like a rat scratch, because it's a monogram.
A.W.
Albert Wessler.
That's...
Albert Wessler. He's a great painter. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Gulp.
Enough. Out with it already. What are you trying to say? I have no time for your childish charades.
Oh, we're just jumping right to it.
Easy, Wessler. We'll get to that in a bit.
We gotta look around the room first, then have our conversation. Just teasing him. Oh, I'll take that. Farewell from Fowls, Meredith Marble. Well, we've missed most of them, unfortunately.
Impressive bed. Looks cozy.
Sure is better than a cell.
Ah,
That's right, Marty.
I'm not sure I understand, gentlemen.
I love it. Poking and prodding around,
see
dancing
about
around the
that.
bush. Oh,
Do you keep a revolver in your bedroom?
Yeah, a bad habit. One who has a lot to lose has a lot to fear.
I agree.
Yeah.
some fine
Would you like a
brandy.
drink? This is a rather rare brandy. It lifts the spirits, if I may be so, poetic.
Poetic.
Really? Tempting, but I need to keep a clear head, Mr. Wessler.
Yeah, I've heard you don't despise a good vintage.
Oh, is that
And
right?
I've heard you don't despise murder, Wessler. By the way, you've heard right. But everything has its place and time. Drinks, guns, dead bodies, and the truth.
He's literally beating around the bush right
Yeah.
now.
I see you're in a poetic mood as well.
More like prophetic.
And that's not a good sign.
Well, we think we have all the information, but it could be that this is Natasha kind of pulling some strings as well.
Are you trying to intimidate me?
Maybe she like kind of orchestrated the situation.
No, that's not how we do
Power
business.
grab?
We're gentlemen.
I really hope so.
Interesting. I don't know. I like to think that we found out what the twist is and it's all cut and dry, but there could be one last little like surprise or coup de grace here.
This estate is rather impressive, Mr. Wessler.
Well, thank you.
I suppose it took years and years of cumbersome work to build it.
Yeah. As you say, Mr. Featherland, I'm rather proud of it.
You should be. Whoever built this place has a reason to be proud of himself.
Are you trying to say something, sir?
No, just thinking aloud.
Okay, well this is it. Let's get ready to dive in.
Interesting. Now that I know who he really is, he doesn't even resemble Ibn Wessler.
So,
The social
what do you wanna
type.
know?
Talk with all
I've
characters
heard
in the
you've been
game.
through a rather
Awesome.
eventful few days.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city. And you are exceptionally resilient. No offense.
Yeah, you didn't die when I tried to kill you.
None taken. But tell me, are we gonna flatter each other for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Be careful, Marty's trigger finger's itching.
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah, so let's continue like that, shall we? What do you want? How dare you intrude upon me in my own house?
Oh, forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us several times in the last 48 hours. With fire, with machine guns. I could go on.
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
Yeah.
All right? I'll go along with your childish little game. I would have had a long and tedious day ahead of me anyway. So, can we start?
Of course.
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
Okay.
My time's precious, chick.
Alright, so first things first. We'll work through one at a time.
I have no idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did they write that specific word everywhere?
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler? What Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were,
Nah.
if you're interested.
There you go. He's playing the game.
You son of a bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Yes, detective?
Not yet.
Man's about to.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth it.
The rooster won't crow just yet.
You're funny, you know that?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
About the painting.
Yeah. My brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but, still, he's a rather troubled individual.
Well, you would know, wouldn't you?
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not
We're
mistaken.
working up to it.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Czar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
Keep an eye on him. He might go for that gun.
No, it's not a crime in itself. This picture...
We're getting ready for the
it's rather
interrogation.
strange, you know?
We're gonna break him.
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Yeah, look closely at the resemblance.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who'd you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
No, I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there, all along.
And you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
I have no idea.
Uh-huh.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that? Yeah, of course.
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
So begins the
We're
interrogation.
just doing our job.
Then do it clearly. And quickly. Yeah, I'm really starting to lose my patience.
Okay.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha,
More like a confession.
in which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her, even the most horrible thing.
Just slowly, dramatically building up to it.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad. Insane. He's not normal. No one would believe his word, don't you understand?
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either. Am I right?
There may not even be an interrogation right now.
What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why, but she hates you. It's instinctive.
We're gonna induce a psychotic break here.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about hate?
Oh, yep, see, he's breaking. Oh, here we go. Questioning. We just leave. Alright, let's go. Oh, no, I knew it. No more questions. Of course.
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is. and might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first, to soften him up, and to avoid us being shot in the gizzard, of course.
Alright, so soften him up first. Yeah, but he can't get off too many shots at once. You should, like, okay. Concentrate on this first to soften him up.
What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. Yeah, I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
Well, the most part everybody did. Manipulator. An imposter and a manipulator. Okay, so gently. Alright, maybe don't instigate him.
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious, from the moment I laid eyes on Natasha for the first time. But I had to convince myself that this was the only way.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother, am I right?
Are you insane?
Oh.
Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever know.
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you? What a comfortable excuse.
Comfortable? Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game for me? I had to destroy the person I loved and respected the most.
Oh, didn't love and respect him enough to destroy him.
Cry me a river.
I had to say.
You know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately. You felt like this before, haven't you? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, between the two of us.
You can analyze me until the sun goes down, Wessler, but you won't get far with that.
Yeah, evasive answer. So I'm right.
No, he's smart. Cruel. Damn. Imposter, manipulator, and cruel. Hmm. That's a decent question.
Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately?
That's an interesting question, you see, but the answer is exceptionally simple. No matter how strange it is for you to understand, I loved my brother.
Couldn't kill him all the way, huh?
Weird way of showing you love, Albert.
You can't understand that.
Whoa.
He was my everything, the only one who was close to me. Until I met Natasha.
Natasha.
She took your brother's place pretty quickly, didn't she? There's not much room in your heart, as I see it.
Yeah, you're understanding the situation, detective, but you know, very well it's not that simple. Ibn was my brother. I loved him despite all of his flaws and foul, petty lies. That's why I couldn't kill him.
Not immediately, you mean?
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue wasn't enough.
Damn.
Yeah, I must admit I've underestimated him.
And poking out his eye?
Oh, that was just an accident, Mr. Featherland.
Just an accident? You're a dirty, clucking son of a vermin, Albert.
Damn.
Please, don't be vulgar, Sonny. It's too dangerous in your current situation, and doesn't even suit you.
Oh, minus 10 for that? Get out of town. Hmm. Soften him up. I'm not sure. Let's go with the middle, I guess.
So you feel you're two people at the same time, even now?
Does it sound crazy? Maybe it is. But Ibn lives inside me. Sometimes he's even stronger than Albert ever was.
Do you think you can avoid the gas chamber with this, Albert?
Damn.
I don't have to avoid anything, Sonny. You and your friend, will never leave this place.
Oh.
It's better if you start getting used to the thought.
Hey, look, we'll see about that. Even if you get one shot off, Marty's gonna go ham
You're
sandwich.
not the cold-blooded killer you'd like to think you are.
Yeah, do you think so? Try me, detective.
Pop. Let's see. We can go a little bit extreme, I guess. We'll see. We're just playing around here.
What would you have done if Natasha found out? Kill her too?
You know what? Maybe yeah. Maybe I would have ended myself too.
Narcissistic pricks like you never commit suicide, Albert.
Are you sure you want to insult someone who's pointing a revolver at your stomach, detective?
Good point. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Let's try this over
Albert,
again.
isn't it? What
were you thinking? Why did you take your brother's place? Why'd you mutilate Ibn? Did you ever believe that you were Ibn?
Did you ever...
Plus 15. So you figure two people at the same time.
So you...
Plus 10. Let's see. What made you think you can deceive Natasha?
What made you think...
Because Natasha loved Ibn, in her own unique way. Yeah, and if there's anything that can blind an animal, it's love and hate. Everything revolves around these two things, Mr. Featherland.
Human and animal.
Is everything black and white to you?
No.
Nice.
That's exactly
It's
what
red
I'm talking
too,
about.
and even some greens.
Everything's gray in this world. Only two things have color.
Love and hate.
I see you understand now, Sonny. Yeah, we're not that different, you and I.
Yeah.
Albert, you're everything I'm not. And I'm everything you're not, believe me.
Yeah, if that makes it easier for you, detective.
Okay, we're getting there. That was your plan, huh?
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
His hand's shaking a little bit now.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a plan, Mr. Featherland? It was perfect, even in its imperfection.
His hand's getting tired.
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
Is what?
Huh?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role. He himself, his essence, if you will. Yeah, though I guess that's too much for you to understand.
So you mean Ibn's here with us even now?
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
Uh-huh.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him.
Maybe. Turn that cruelty against him.
When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
Is that right?
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it.
Uh-huh.
It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
Yikes. Wounded. Okay. Interesting. I think the first two, you're just a cheap copy. What did you do that made Ibn get you locked up? Wounded, though. Imposter, manipulator, cruel, and wounded. He's a cruel psychopath. Maybe I can turn that against him. So get cruel, right? Get cruel back.
You're just a cheap copy. You know that, right?
Pop.
You're just making your position worse by insulting me, detective.
I wasn't insulting you. I was saying out loud what we all know very well.
I'm taking a risk here, but I'm going based on what the game told me to do.
Don't force my hand to pull the trigger ahead of time. There are many, many things you'd still like to know, wouldn't you?
Why don't we get it over with, Wessler? Pull the trigger and let's finish
Jesus.
this pathetic
Maybe we don't
charade.
do it like this.
You think I don't dare do it?
Oh, come on with this nonsense. Okay. Hang on.
Albert is an imposter. What were you... Why did... Did you?
Right.
So you feel? What made? That would. I must get sick. When was?
Hmm. So it says I can turn that against him. A cruel psychopath, imposter, manipulator, cruel and wounded. But being cruel back at him is not the way to go. What did you do that made Ibn get you locked up? I suppose you could do that.
What did you do that made Ibn get you locked up?
That's a sharp-tongued detective.
It just came to
Oh, there
me,
we go.
You know? Where did it all start? Where did all the hate and jealousy come from?
Jealousy? What are you talking about?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, come on, Albert. Alone. Locked up at the end of the world, while your brother is one of the most influential.
Interesting how Marty
figures
hasn't
of
said a word,
Clarville,
letting me take the lead this
driving
whole
an
time.
expensive car, living in a mansion, with the city's most desirable woman in his bed. Why wouldn't you be jealous?
Yeah, Albert was jealous of Ibn. Maybe he still is. But I understand why he did it. Albert was beyond control and dangerous.
What does that mean exactly?
Albert did our mother wrong. Poor old Mom. She never heard her fly. But Albert couldn't take that she was praising his brother all the time while Albert was just an unsuccessful, foolish, poor painter.
What did you do to her, Albert?
Uh-oh.
Albert killed her. It looked like an accident, but Ibn knew it wasn't. That was the last straw. Albert had to be locked up.
Damn.
And he agreed. He never said no to his brother.
But he never forgot who did this to him either. Did he?
Ibn was really good to him. Visited him every week. Did everything he could. Even introduced Natasha in the end.
And that was his downfall.
No.
Both of them, Sonny. And yours, too.
Rip. Interesting. All right, little bit. Oh, do you hate your Ibn or yourself more? There we go.
Did you hate Ibn or yourself more, Albert?
Albert hated himself the most ever since he was born. He idolized Ibn. But every time his brother stood before him, he saw what he could have been himself if he had enough strength. But he didn't. Albert had always been a coward, a pitiful nobody.
That why you can't maybe pull the trigger?
And now?
Finally, there's no more Albert. And no more Ibn either. It's only me, and for both of them, I'm perfect.
Is that right?
Can it be that the fear is making you say these things?
Hence why
Albert,
you're shaking.
Stop calling me that.
I have to call you something. What should I call you? What name should I use?
I don't know anymore.
Uh-oh.
I don't.
All confused.
I'm very close to breaking him.
Oh.
But if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing
Now
my
he
death
says
warrant.
this. Be cruel,
It's
but don't be
time to
too
dig a little
cruel.
bit deeper and uncover Wessler's wounds.
Gotta be a therapist. So be intense, but not too intense. If you still had a spine, you'd put that gun to your own and get out of here.
Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was simply amazing, gentle, kind, lively, but still so distant.
Oh yeah, professional, consummate escort all the way to the end.
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace.
Charm.
And everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
I think I do, yes.
I know Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him.
Sure.
Can't you see? It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
Damn.
Was.
I think I've corrupted her. She's not that gentle and pure creature I painted on the canvas anymore.
Oh, she sensed what was going on with you.
She became rotten under my hands.
Yeah, because of the painting on the wall and then murdering of Deborah, etc., etc. Well, we're getting somewhere.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me, can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
Yikes.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Damn.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time.
That goes hand in hand.
Ibn idolized her, and I hated her. And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling.
What, hate?
And infinitely red. Just like love.
Jeez.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight. But you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable.
One and the same.
Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me.
Damn.
Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
Not quite.
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
Why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Oh.
So long, Albert.
Oh. Sherlock Holmes finished the game with 0 failed questionings. I'll take it. Technically, I mean there were a few restarts, but who's counting? 5 stars. Cool. Legendary Chicken Police back in action. Albert is Ibn Wessler himself. The madman took his brother's place and is trying to tie up loose ends. If we don't catch him now, maybe it'll be too late. Here goes. Oh, man, shaky though. Oh, is Marty gonna take a bullet for us? I bet. Can he even do it? The red hate. Can I help you? Over here laughing at all this. Oh. Damn. Would you hush up over there? Shared office, they said. It'll be fine, they said. Want to take away from the dramatic tension, they said. She heard it all.
So, you heard everything.
Damn. That makes sense. That's poetic.
I heard everything.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you...
Yes, both of you would be dead, I know. But believe me, I still thought carefully before firing.
About who to target?
You know, I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
So where do we go from here?
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly...
Oh.
The cops?
Oh.
But how? How do they know?
I have no idea, Marty.
What?
Do not look at me. I did not call them.
Oh, did Olivia?
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
Oh, the cool cat.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her.
Oh,
Hello,
the dame with a
boss.
loaded gun. Get to the point when Natasha kills Albert Wessler.
Hello, boys.
Well, well, well.
Now, before you say anything, we can explain.
I'm sure you can.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
You don't sound mad.
Monica.
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Aw.
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
Hey, mine too.
Of all that's furry, we don't want to hear that. And boys,
Yes, boss.
don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
Damn.
What Marty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law. But we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny?
Who-
You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Nice.
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So, can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas,
Nah.
Santino.
Thanks, boss.
Farewell, my lovely. Complete chapter 4. Nice. Do we have any final character notes here? Clues? Natasha saved our lives at the last minute once Albert had revealed everything. So there we go. That's it. But is it really over? People. Natasha... What a surprise. In the end, she was the one who pulled the trigger and saved us. But of course, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have been in this situation in the first place. That is very true. Monica knew what we're up to and informed the boys just in time. If not for her, Wessler's goons would have most likely riddled us with bullets. Also true. Blood boil. The old man's small, hairy heart softened in the end, huh? And all it took was the downfall of a gangster empire. Nothing more. And of course, Albert. R.I. Pieces. Albert honestly believes he and Ibn Wessler are one and the same. Two souls in one body. I don't even know what to think about this madness. But one thing is without question, Albert is a vicious beast and he has to go down no matter what. He would have done anything to prevent his secret from emerging, but it was too late. Natasha felt something wasn't right with him, and Albert knew he couldn't get away with it. It's simple. Deadly simple. Oh my god. Timothy, what are you doing here?
Look
Timothy.
what garbage the wind brought in.
Good God, is this guy everywhere?
Yep.
Our faithful chronicler.
I swear I'm gonna hang him someday. How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you.
Yeah, for real.
You left quite the mess behind.
We haven't exactly been quiet.
That I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Clock off, Tim.
Maybe later.
Just one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole Wessler empire. They say...
I say you're full of shit, Tim, and you can quote me on that.
Nothing? Not gonna give me a little peep?
Just one quote, guys.
Alright, guess not. Would Natasha wrap the whole thing up, or would we...
I don't know if I've ever seen Monica in daylight.
Damn.
This means she's real, not just a ghost of the police station.
So, you can finally ask her out on a date.
Oh my god.
I didn't even hear that. Thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those fur heads would have put holes in us.
Yep, most likely.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Can it, Marty?
And who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
Oh, yeah.
It was for us, too. Believe me. How did you know we were here?
I always pay attention, Sonny.
Aw.
And because I know you like you are my own nestlings.
No, I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
Don't get used to it, Marty.
Blood boil, huh?
What? Are you waiting for me to change my mind?
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
So, what's your
Oh
shoe
my
size
God.
again, Mon?
Kinky.
35, Sonny. I like high heels. And because there's two of you, 2 pairs will do for a start.
Yes, ma'am.
Anything for you, darling.
I don't want just anything, Marty. I want shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
See you at the PD?
At the PD, Mon.
See you at the PD.
Just making sure I'm wrapping up all the conversations.
Santino, you're doing that on purpose?
No, sir. Never, sir.
Then get the fuck out of here. Santino.
We could look at the mansion one last time, I suppose.
Look at all these plants. It's
Oh, what Fillmore? Well, I didn't even see him back here. What the hell? Look at sneaking in the
What
back.
about him? How the hell did he wind up here?
I don't know.
Glad I
but
looked.
it's suspicious.
You think someone hired him?
Could be.
Filmar.
You. What are you doing
Glad
here?
I looked.
I was just driving around. You know.
Trying to feed your grandpa?
Well,
So, was it a case? Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations and it was hard not to.
like us getting shot at.
But you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I made a promise.
Interesting. Oh, I bet it was
You and your
my
promises.
wife
Some
or
people
ex.
still take him seriously.
I forget if she's dead or if she just left
You're
me.
a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course. I've learned everything from you old fart.
I feel like if anybody would have hired another detective to keep an eye on detective, it would have been my old flame, I feel.
I think I have an idea who hired you, Phil.
Hey, stop it right there. I don't want to know who you think.
Oh, are you afraid your reaction would give you away?
Huh, you wish, pal.
Well, keep prying.
Anyway, it's good to see you here, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
I'm glad you made it out alive. It didn't take you much.
Yeah, not much.
That it?
Anyway, it's good.
Must be some...
Yeah, he was straight up hiding behind the bushes back there. That's crazy. Oh, well.
You think she was part of it?
I don't think so, Marty. She seemed entirely honest. Maybe she was the only one who was honest with us the whole time.
You may be right.
Like she knew.
Hey, Olivia.
Marty,
I just, wanted to thank you
for what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you,
Ah.
believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
Damn.
I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
If there's anything at all.
Thank you, Martin. There's no need for that.
I feel like there's a little.
If there's...
Okay. Oh boy, Bosco's here for these two thugs, huh?
Look at that. The mongrel caught himself some big game.
Now he can wag his tail.
Yuck.
You're a good boy, Bosco.
Nah.
Nice work.
You know, folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police work
Nah.
while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny.
Nice.
We had the house surrounded. If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
We were trying our best.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's your story.
Duck you sideways, Bosco. Nice catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophies.
Yeah, I wish I could, Sonny.
Nice catch.
What do they have to say for themselves?
Please tell me there's gonna be a glorious shootout.
Oh no.
If we're lucky, Marty. If we're lucky.
Hello, boys.
Gentlemen?
We're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this
I like him.
rather nasty situation. Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way. Joyful.
Joyful.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long.
We'll be back in the sequel.
Whistler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Hothead over
Oh,
here.
look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences, too.
Yeah, or something like that.
Amazing.
Just keep on poking the tiger.
Again, gentlemen.
So do I, Shakespeare. And while you're sitting in your cell, you could teach your famous manners to your friend, too.
Maybe I will, Mr. Featherland.
I certainly hope so, pal.
One last growl for the road.
So long, guys.
Nice. All right. Well, we'll talk to Natasha, and that should be that.
So here they
Oh,
are, ladies
oh
and
my
gentlemen.
God.
The Chicken Police in the flesh.
We can't talk to Natasha?
Damn it, Tim. Drop it and cluck off.
Oh, no, boys. This
Oh, no.
you deserve it.
Did we miss out on the final conversation because we didn't talk to her before looking further at the house?
What the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
I'll be really pissed off if that's what happens.
Yes, sir. We'll try.
Ooh, attention, Chicken Police. Say cheese.
Because it's going to cut to the credits after this, right? We're going to have missed out on that final Natasha convo. Yep, Chicken Police is back together. Reach the ending. Projectionist. Get all the cutscenes of the... All the cutscenes? Okay. Birds of a feather flock together. Nice. Well, that sucks we missed out on the final convo. Oh, Natasha went missing. Nice. All in a day's work. The following animal species were not included in this game. Just a whole list of just animals. Spix's macaw, Hawaiian tree snail, lost shark, the Sierra de Omoa streamside frog, Victorian grasslands earless dragon. Mostly because during the development of the game, all these species have been declared extinct according to the lowest possible scientific estimate. Extinct? Oh my god. Wow. So during the development of the game over many, many years, literally, there were going to be animals that were included, but because they went extinct, they decided not to include them. Good to spread awareness, though. Oh, is that the evolution? Were there older games I didn't know about? Or just the character design evolution? That was great, though. That was fun. It took me longer than it should have to actually like get through it and then, you know, like beat the game. The body models. But that was really, I love the aesthetic. I love the combination of like the hard-boiled noir detective, like that we're all so familiar with in terms of like a genre, but then also combine that with the anthropomorphic animals and so have it be like the animal heads and the human bodies, and then like world build. I wasn't expecting all the world building and like the lore and characters and the history of like Clawville and Animal City and all that. Because this game came out in, well, what was it? Chicken Police, right? Chicken Police Painted Red came out in 10 out of 10 on Steam. Everybody loved it. Metacritic 82%. That's still very positive. This came out at the end of 2020, initial release date, and there's a sequel called Chicken Police Into the Hive that came out. Reviews are a little less good. 9 out of 10 on Steam, 76% Metacritic, but there is a sequel that came out 4 years later, so fairly recently. February, like almost a year ago. Well, actually, no, literally a year ago today. Holy shit. I didn't even realize. So the sequel came out 1 year ago today, and I just beat the first one. So, I'm not gonna lie, we're not gonna hop right into the sequel. But, I had enough fun with this where I would very much be down to play the sequel and, like, The Wild Gentleman. When I play more. Or this will be DMC8 or something.
It's dead.
But it's a good time. It's easily approachable because more or less, like, you know, you have to figure out some stuff. There's a little bit of skill involved, but for the most part, it like walks you through it. It's not to be continued. Not too difficult. I would have talked to Natasha if I could. Kind of cut me off. Oh my. Well,
Natasha.
well.
You were expecting me, weren't you?
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
Oh my
I
god.
just wanted to talk to you.
Live action cutscene.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
Mary.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the
She
fairy
got to
tales.
leave the dream. She hired
And
the
how did that
film
work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
Damn.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha.
Natasha.
But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now, somewhere on the other side of the world.
The dramatic storm outside.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Bizarre club.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
That's life, isn't it? Who knows? Perhaps someday they'll be reunited. Call me? Oh my god. No. But yeah, what was that? Whatever happens, happens. Spike Spiegel. To leave his quote at the end there. What a move. To quote Cowboy Bebop at the very end of your series. Yeah, this was made by some really good devs. Some big old nerds. Question is, did she write that? Or more likely, was it her, our old flame? What extras are there? Cutscenes. The dog eats the chicken. Kill me, Angel. Oh, there's a hidden cutscene? How would you get that, huh? A secret ending, perhaps? Whoops, I already saw this. Collectibles. Oh, the books. Yeah, we only found, what, 3? We found 4. Well, 4 out of... Yeah, we didn't even find half of them. Then again, I didn't even know I was supposed to be looking for them for the longest time. Art gallery. Oh, that's cool. All the concept art. The brothel pictures. My oh my. Some furries out there I'm sure love this game. Model shooting. Yeah, because the human element before actually getting the... Yeah. Nice. The cat for Katsenko. Get out of here. Sunny's evolution. That's crazy. So when the game was first being plotted back in 2011, it was going to be like a pixel style, and then literally evolved to be like a live action hybrid. What's up? Can I help you? Yeah. She's always so nosy. So nosy. Yes, you are. You're like, huh? Oh my god. Pixel, old concept art. Oh wow, this really has gone through a bunch of evolutions. Damn. Come a long way. I'm very content with what they eventually reached. One might even call it a glorious evolution. Zoo shooting. It's great. Nice. Yeah, they kept on it for years. And it came out to some pretty decent success, too. Okay, so trophies. What trophies did I miss, then? Get a Frank Drebin grade on a questioning, which I didn't do at all. On any of them. Didn't get 100%. Could easily probably get it on the first one, though. Find all 10 Chicken Police novels. Get a... Oh, so there's Frank Drebin, and then there's also Living Legend grade on the questioning. Get all the collectible extras. What does that all entail? The novels and what else? Complete all questionings with Living Legend results. Santino Featherland. You can probably do a speedrun and do it that way. Get all codex entries. I somehow missed all of them. Get all the 58 art gallery pictures. Get all personal informations. Keep playing to discover this? Well, I could just look in the menu. Collectibles. Continue. Can I load game? Like chapter-wise? Oh, what the Westler residency. Hang on, how early is that, though? Is that like before the credits, or...
Hello, boss.
Oh, cool. So we can find out what the final conversation would have been.
What will happen to her now?
I don't know, Marty. I have no idea.
Glad I could go back.
So, what now? Where to next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, son.
You never finished this? I just finished it. You missed the credits, Arcanius. Credits played about 2 minutes ago. It took me a while, and it shouldn't have taken me as long as it did, but I finally beat it, so...
I understand, Natasha.
But it was a fun little game.
You know, if you
really nice.
need anything...
Yes, I know where to find you.
See you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am?
What? I can't sit with my legs up like the young people do. Look at this. It comes into the chat and immediately starts judging.
Goodbye, detectives.
Just like my girlfriend. It's crazy. Well, that was it. Okay, so we didn't miss much. Okay. Well, what trophies did I miss then? Official news. There's news from Alone in the Dark right now? What could there possibly be from Alone in the Dark? It's just an ad. That's crazy. I thought the studio disbanded. Like, I already got my platinum in that. That's fine. Like, okay, so we got more than half of them. What did we miss? The obvious stuff. High rating for all the interrogations, all the collectibles. Codex entries, all personal information. Somehow I missed all of that. I guess there's like you should have exhausted even more conversations, or I guess if you get a good rating on all the interrogations. Did I finish? I did finish Astro. Yes, Astro was super fun. I like that a lot. Get the secret ending. It was her, right? How do you get the secret ending? You have to be like perfect the whole thing. Get all the 58 art gallery pictures. Die at least 3 times in the burning ship. Just let yourself die. That's crazy. What else is there? Disturb Blood Boil's peace at least 3 times. Oh no. Thought I did. The dame with a loaded gun. Okay, so what can I just like... Wait, is it as simple as... No, so probably back in the office. Just keep on disturbing him. Well, hang on. If there's a secret ending... Hang on a second. Because I'm not going to do a whole nother playthrough of this. Just for the stream. Okay, hang on. I should be able to queue this up, I think. I think. Yeah, perfect. Well, imperfect. Can I move the Better than nothing. Okay. So, since we're not going to go through the whole rigmarole and all that, so I'm assuming this secret ending is achieved. You need to collect all Chicken Police novels in one playthrough, which I didn't even get half of them. Okay, so this is the true secret ending then. Wait, hang on. Want to make sure it can be heard.
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now. Somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need
maybe
it.
Instead of throwing the matchbox,
Maybe you're right.
He sees the number on the back of the
Maybe.
Maybe he changes his mind. Or maybe the cutscene is continues. Wait. Oh, there's more. There we go. This is the secret. My restless dreams, I see that town. Silent KFC. Oh. Oh, she almost came. Oh, damn. A tease. I see. That's all there is to it. It's a tease for like what almost happened then. Okay, well. I see. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's just enough to show that like I think for sure my old flame is in fact the one who hired Filmar to keep an eye on me, not to interfere, but to keep an eye and make sure that I would like nothing bad happen to me, didn't get hurt too badly. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, good times. It's casual stream tonight. I'm feeling better, but as you can no doubt tell by my coffee throughout this episode, still at 100%, but we're getting there. Now that I have this knocked down, there's a bit more finality to it. And we finished Wukong. I think the next step is... there's a short indie game, like a kind of horror one I want to play. It shouldn't be too long. I think I should get it one stream, but I really do... I keep hearing about that game, Mouthwashing. I do want to play that, so I think I bought it. I want to play that. There's one that's like on a Steam sale, I think, that was this really cool like 2D scroller. It's like an indie, but combined with like stop motion. I'm a sucker for stop motion. Spirit of the Samurai, that's the one. It might only be a PC game, but I'll play that. I might even grab Hellblade 2 on sale, but I've not lost sight of my goals. I do still need to finish... I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima with my gal pal, and also we need to play through A Way Out and It Takes Two to prepare for Split Fiction in March. I need to play Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker as well as 5 and Revengeance to kind of like finish that journey, and then I will begin my Souls journey for this year since we played the Souls Light games of Lies of P and Black Myth Wukong. Why play a game about dental hygiene? Huh? Which one? Oh, mouthwashing. I see. Haha. Very good question. You'll have to tune in to that stream to wait and find out. Can you tell that I'm tired? And yeah, of course, you know, as the new games come out, be playing those, and then still working through my back catalog of games that I would like to play. So I'm going to try to keep it a mix between my big journeys, you know, eventually Mass Effect 3, one of these days. I have my big long journey games. I have my smaller like indie titles or little offshoots. I do still want to play Day of the Diver. I keep hearing great things about that. Like, I'm pretty sure I've got some stuff. I'm curious. Because we played Astrobot, although like a fool, I think I accidentally lost my first like several hours of that stream, but I've kept the other 2 parts, so the stream is forever lost, but I'll have the VODs for the last half of it at least. I mean, like just in the collection in general, was there anything else I planned on playing? Maybe Doki Doki someday. Ender Lilies. I guess that was a PS Plus game I picked up at some point. I don't know about Skull or Immortals didn't seem too intriguing, but Dredge. That's what I'm thinking. If I definitely want to play Dredge, Day of the Diver, sure, but Dredge, I definitely want to play that. Maybe Evil West. Maybe I've heard that it's like fun, but I think repetitive was the criticism. There's some in here. I played Tales of Iron on Switch. I never did finish Trek to Yomai, but I feel like I'm like way too gone from that now. Maybe Moons of Madness, Death's Door. These are just all like older indie games. I played, dude, Tales Noir was so good, but they kind of lost everybody in the last bit. I want to play Superliminal, but I'm afraid that I get stuck on that game. I wouldn't be opposed to doing a Disco Elysium play, like a second playthrough where I'm like a psychopath, basically. I never did play Unravel. I think Unravel 2 is co-op too. At some point, before, it'll probably be a while, but before Control 2 comes out, I do want to replay through Control. I never did play Catherine Full Body. I want to replay Oxenfree, because I want to play Oxenfree 2. White Shadows was underrated. If anybody likes, if you like Limbo or Inside, White Shadows kind of flew under everybody's radar, but that was a fun one. Maybe someday I beat The Last Guardian, and I never actually beat Shadow of the Colossus, though. Played that. I don't know. Indie games can sometimes be hit or miss, but I'm always down to try them. But there's plenty on here. Oh, I do. Before Mafia Old Country comes out, I have played Mafia 3 way too much. I've sunk too many hours into that game. However, I would gladly go back and play the definitive edition of Mafias 1 and 2 in preparation for Mafia the Old Country. That should be a fun, good-looking new title. Of course, the new Dark Pictures game is coming out this year. That'll be exciting. Hopefully, I'll get a nice 5-stack for that. Which someday I'm gonna beat Witcher. All right, look. I'll tell you what. They announced Witcher 4. I'll make this promise now. If only to you, Arcanias. Before Witcher 4 comes out, I will play through and beat Witcher 3. And yes, if that means starting a whole new campaign again for the final time, then I'll do what I must. That game just, every time I ever get into it, it like just overwhelms me in the most extreme sense. And the furthest I've ever gotten is like just arriving at Skellige. But yeah, I think that I will play through it before Witcher 4 just because I have to. I still need to finish my Cyberpunk 2.0 playthrough because I want to play the Phantom Liberty DLC. I never did continue my 2.0 playthrough. Sad face. I might actually hop into that then too. In addition to the other games, I should probably circle back around to Cyberpunk and knock that out. So within 7 to 10 years, you'll finally play it? Yes, correct. You are 100% correct. Yes. 7 to 10 years. That's my timeline, and I'm sticking to it. I've played most of these. Luckily. Oh, the new Life... Oh, duh. Dude, I forget. Double Exposure. The new Life is Strange. I've played every Life is Strange game on my channel. I have to play Double Exposure. I wanted to play that when it came out, but I was just too busy. But I will certainly play that. Never did play Keen's Quest. Wolf Among Us Season 2, whenever that does come out. Oh, I already own Ground Zeroes? Sick. But I want to play... Is there a PS5 version? Do I have to play PS4? Is that also the... Is that both parts of the... I don't know. I guess I just got it at some point. Stick it to the man. Oh my god. All like the when there weren't any games at all to play on like PS4, we were all desperate. Okay, well, anyway, plenty of options, but we'll leave it on this. Yep, that was Chicken Police. Great time. Like I said, it's don't let me deceive you. It does not take months and months to beat. You can probably get it through in like a session or two. I just took a while because I was casually playing this while I was also playing Lies of P, honestly. And then I think I was playing this before Wukong. No, I think it was like Lies of P. I think I would like start with Lies of P, then I would wind down with Chicken Police. And then I just kind of fell off because I had to move and I had other games that I wanted to play and I really wanted to beat Wukong because I severely underestimated how long that game was. But anyway, I'm glad that I went through it and I'm glad that I played the whole thing. In any case, that was my playthrough of Chicken Police Painted Red. At some point in the future, not the near future, but at some point in the future, I will play Chicken Police Into the Hive or whatever it's called. I do plan on playing it. I like this enough where I would like to play the sequel. So, to everybody who watched, thank you guys and gals, anybody who tuned in during the streams. Otherwise, if you just, watch the VOD on YouTube, you're crazy, but you stuck around. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next episode of whatever we play. Everybody have a good day. Have a good night. Goodbye, travelers. See ya, Marty.